Hello? Hello? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Luka stream. If it's your first time here, a double welcome to you. And also, I love you. What's up? How's it going? How's everybody today? Oh, wait, I should probably unmute on Discord so Val can hear me. Oh, did a Val message me on Discord? Val? Oh, Val BRB'd. I see. I understand. Oh, hello. What the fuck? What are you doing there? That's weird. Hey.
Huh.
Ah! Hello, Val.
Oh, hello.
Hello, you're sleepy today.
I'm very sleepy. I did a lot of physical labor today, so I'm gonna be kinda mellow, but I'm here.
Unfortunately, you're my thrall for the next 4-ish hours.
Yeah. I need a co-pilot.
Co-pilot.
Yes.
You could steal Raven. Unless Raven's doing something.
Oh no, he's taking a shower right now. Maybe later. I did
Stinky boy.
I did read ahead a little bit to try to avoid things that happen.
Yes, this is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully everything goes okay.
Did you just fucking yeah?
No.
Did you just yeah? That's not your gig.
No, I bah.
Yeah, you bad. You don't yeah. That's up to me and code.
Yeah.
So I don't meow that often.
I'm not doing it on purpose. I just say yeah, but I say it in a way that's not like yeah.
Yeah. This is the most I said yeah on stream aside from the fucking Mario Party stream.
I do watch her a lot, and I pick up things from people, so maybe.
Code says yeah a lot.
Yeah.
And I love her. Code is very good.
Yes.
What do you mean that was your fault, Charles? What'd you do? Oh, what? Me nyang during the Mario Party stream? Was that your fault? Did Charles donate for that?
I don't know.
Somebody donated for that. Somebody named me nyang.
Maybe he's
for like an
maybe
hour.
he's saying that. Oh, okay, that's what. Yeah.
It was not great. I should do maybe all the Mario Party streams should be like fundraising streams. I do need a new computer.
Ooh, thank you. My mom just gave me snacks. They're sesame sticks.
Whoa, I hate those.
I don't hate them. I don't. They're alright. I'll eat them.
I think they taste like nothing.
They kind of do. They kind of taste weird. Like, I guess that's why they make your mouth dry, and that's why you drink with them.
Yeah, you're supposed to have. I think you're supposed to have like tea with them. Oh, we have quality options today. That's incredible. Not that we ever stream more than 720 these days, but now Needle can watch me in crisp 480p and not have internet die and kill the stream. That's exciting. I can turn it down.
The internet
lower.
We're streaming only for Needle today.
We're streaming in exactly 240p, just like the good old days of YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, the MIZZURNA Falls VOD last one has 1 dislike on YouTube. And I can only imagine that is Swery himself watching that VOD and understanding that we are on to his game. We're on to you, Swery.
Fuck him.
Anyway, I'm gonna play a Swery game on stream pretty soon.
Oh, the one that is on the Game Pass or whatever?
Yeah, I said I'm gonna... I want a VTube while I play it, so I'm gonna buy it on PS4, and I'm very upset about it.
I see.
I'm not even, so here's the thing. I'm gonna talk about this more when I start that stream. I'm not gonna try to feign academic interest, because the missing was in my trans rep video, and I've decried Swery since Deadly Premonition 2. I just think it'd be a good game to vibe to on stream, if I'm being entirely honest.
Yeah.
as a lot of sweary games are. Aside from Deadly Premonition 2, because that one is deeply uncomfortable and bad. And just bad to play physically for your eyes and for your fingers.
I'm gonna kick that man in the shin for you.
Yeah. And I am partially interested in The Good Life to see if Swery, like, actually took any criticism from Deadly Premonition 2. But also, mostly, I just think it is maybe a fun game that I would like a lot.
Just a good vibes.
Yeah. I had
Not a frantic little game where you need someone to read you
yeah,
things.
exactly. Because guess what? If you miss an event in a day, you can just do it the next day. Imagine fucking that. Imagine that. Yeah, that should be fun, I think. I had a friend describe it to me like Tulip, and I'm like, oh, well, fuck. Now I have to play this game.
Now you have to play it.
Because we all know that I love Tulip, and Tulip is the best game ever made.
That's probably, I think, one of your best Let's Plays.
I agree. That's my favorite, I think, so far. Wow,
it was very...
Ace Attorney is pretty up there at this point.
I mean, I do get really excited for the Ace Attorney ones. I missed yesterday. I'm pretty sad about that. But I guess I have to watch the VOD.
The VOD is now on YouTube. I published it.
Yeah,
before starting the stream.
I like being there.
Yeah, they're good lives. We only have one more of those.
Yeah.
And
Rhythm's been telling me that he's gonna be sad when those leave.
Yeah, we have one more, and then we are going to do the tier list stream where Mina and I talk about all the cases from the mainline series. And
that'll be a fun one.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one. We'll do that on Monday next week, I think, in the usual Ace Attorney slot, because Mina and I can definitely fill 4 hours talking about every case in Ace Attorney. Mina and I could fill 4 hours talking about anything, probably.
Hey,
we really need to do a podcast or something.
That's the first podcast episode.
Yeah, that's the pilot episode of Mina and I's podcast. Is just talking about Ace Attorney.
Yeah.
There was a moment where I actually considered, like, what if Mina and I did like an Ace Attorney book report podcast where like we talk about a case, but like it's too far gone at this point. Unless I think that would be a good thing to do if I ever decide to replay Ace Attorney, which I would probably do on my own, not on stream, because like why would I fucking play through these games again? But then I was like, that's really similar to the NovaCast, the Digimon podcast that Mina does, which you should listen to, because Mina is on it and Mina is good.
I should, shouldn't I?
Everybody should listen to that. Mina's great. Digimon's cool. Oh, that reminds me. I need to get the Hacker's Memory soon. Ooh, that'd be a good stream game too. When's the MIZZURNA cast? God. We'll see. After this game wraps, we'll see if I feel like I could talk about it for 4 hours. Or if, like... I mean, I feel like The Good Life... Because I'm probably going to play that... We're probably going to do that after MIZZURNA Falls. That'd be a really good follow-up to this, if I'm being entirely honest. Go from the game that Swery ripped off to a game where Swery invariably ripped off a bunch of other stuff. You get to be a cat in that game. Yeah.
Cat.
You get to be a cat. Have a good going ghost. Is Charles streaming today? Charles, this isn't a Charles stream day, is it? He's doing Sky.
What is today? Today is Wednesday.
Today's Tuesday.
I think he streams on Tuesdays. I don't know.
I can never keep track of Charles's schedule.
Yeah.
I know my schedule and that's it. And even then, sometimes I'm like, what day is it? Am I streaming today? No.
I feel you.
Yeah. Anyway, we should probably play a video game, huh? It's been almost 20 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. So I got us back to where we were.
Yes, you did.
Last
you
time.
Goddamn hero.
And I'm not. Oh fuck. Every time. I'm gonna assume A. I think
Okay.
at the end of the stream, I was just like, I don't fucking care. I'm just gonna save everything in A from now on, which I probably shouldn't do.
Yeah, next day. So here's the thing. I read a little bit of next day, and from what I see, there
Oh.
isn't a whole lot that has specific times, but there's a lot of shit to go and a lot of
Oh.
backtracking. So like you might want to like keep a save there just in case.
Right. I forgot that I had the game muted for while I was like trying to get through it. So I was like, oh, I have to go in and actually fucking fix that. Okay, so I have talked to Morgan. So I have to go and go to the Barrows Forest. Barrows Woods? Barrows Woods. Forest?
Yes.
One of those.
Barrows Forest.
They're the same thing.
Mhm.
And we have to go to where the waterfall is. To the MIZZURNA Falls.
Yes, you should have an hour left, right? Because you napped for an hour.
Yeah, I think I talked to him at 4:30. So
Okay.
we have some time to get there. Oh god.
Ooh, you faced through that tree.
Yeah, don't worry
It says
about it.
Morgan will show up exactly 2 hours later and take you to the nearby cave.
Okay.
So
I maybe have less time than I would have actually hoped. Oh god.
okay, it says you have to go to the waterfall in Barrows Forest. Morgan will show up exactly 2 hours later and take you to a nearby cave.
Yeah, and then there's a little note there that says like, isn't MIZZURNA Falls beautiful? Or something like that. Oh.
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, my controller. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna unplug
Oh no.
it. Oh no! Don't do that. Please don't do this to me.
Sometimes when I'm
Oh.
buffering and I don't know what to do next when I'm playing Final Fantasy 14, I just make my character do that, and people just I can see
What?
people just standing and looking at me do that.
Oh god, you're glitching out super
What
hard. Also,
happened?
I accidentally just turned my PS4
Oh.
on.
Oh,
I accidentally turned my PS4 on, is what I did.
I see. Yeah, I can hear the
You can hear it? You can hear the
Yeah.
You can hear the Persona 5 music?
I sure can.
Okay. It's gone. Hold on. I
Hello,
wanted
Raven.
I wanted to control this via Bluetooth, and I was like, oh, yeah, I'll just push my home button, and then instantly I was like, wait, that's not right. Why is the light blue? It shouldn't be blue. And then my PS4 turned on.
You biffed it.
I biffed
That's
it.
what you did.
I have to. How the fuck do I make it? Oh, how do I do this? Do I just hold?
How do what?
I can't remember how to make my PS4 controller connect to things that are not my PS4. No, it just did it again. Do I hold share?
I think it's
Oh, it's happening. Oh, it's happening again.
L1. Oh no, I heard the beep.
You heard the beep?
I heard the beep.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up, you bitch. I don't want you.
This truly is a MIZZURNA Falls stream.
Truly, truly scuffed. Is it just holding share? How the fuck do I make you connect to Bluetooth? How do I make you scout for something to connect to? It's not holding share in the PlayStation button, is it? Oh, it is. Duh. Okay, so I have to disconnect it from... Also, hello, Jeanette. Can we remove the control? Hey, can I remove? Oh God. Yes, I want to remove this device.
Hello,
Ra-
Neptune.
Hello, Raven. Don't you fucking dare.
You're cutting out.
I know I
You're cutting
probably
out for me.
am.
No.
Hold on. I'm just
If I'm cutting out for you, you're cutting out for me.
listen, I just have to do some shit and then it'll be fine.
That's fine.
Okay, device is ready to go. Controller is synced. Game can maybe be run again. Oh god, it's so crunchy. My controller is not working. Hey, Val.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kill myself.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna kill myself.
No. I'll kill you.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. These streams are a nightmare. Hold on,
We still have 5 more days to go.
I just have. Oh, why did I just open Project 64? Hey, we could play Mystical Ninja.
All right.
No, we're not gonna do that. I now have to completely remap my controller.
I'll make it a sin somehow, Neptune.
Yeah, Val will find a way. Why is this not working now? Literally, my controller is connected. None of the buttons work. Oh my god. How do I X input? No config required. Okay, that's not right. Does this fucking thing really need to be plugged in to actually fucking work?
Mayhaps. Also, hello, Raven. You cheeky little bitch.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I told you not to.
He did it first.
No, he didn't.
Yes,
Oh,
he did. It's in chat.
He said hi, goat. I see. Sneaky about it this time. Okay, I guess I'll play with my fucking controller wired, if that's what you fucking want.
It sure is what it fucking wants, huh?
You motherfucker, I hate you with all of my body and soul. Make me so mad. Okay, now if I... Oh, right, I have to... Fuck. If I go here...
Does it make you as mad as me forgetting to read a thing in the walkthrough?
No.
Okay.
I hate the MIZZURNA Falls with my life. It does not leave the cat alone. It's a good reference. Oh, that's not correct.
Oh.
This is not where we should be.
Oh? What? You were not there a minute ago.
Not. I literally did a save state, and the game was like, nah, bitch. Nah, bitch. Reset. The world reset. Yep, that sounded normal. Okay, so we have to drive there again. That's not a big deal. It's not a huge deal, right? That's fine. Why are these streams always scuffed? Every single time.
It's
janky old video
It's
game.
it's how it wants to be played. It's part of the experience.
It's part of the MIZZURNA Falls experience. Oh wait, I have the pet dog. I haven't pet dog in a while. I have to pet nap. Okay.
What if we make your VTuber model like a PSX model, and like whenever you speak, it's just like a little texture that just moves open and close really quick. Like,
That would be a lot of fucking work.
That sure will be a lot of fucking work.
That sounds like work I do not want to do. Also, I am having you... It's fucking with Discord a lot right now, and I don't know why that is.
Yeah, at least I can hear you.
Yeah, I maybe just have to tab into Discord, so it's like, oh yeah, I should take priority right now, real quick. So I think it's trying to run Discord as a background process, and I'm like, no. It's very important that I can hear my friends clearly and concisely, and, shut the fuck up, Nep. Please. I canceled Nitro, by the way.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that. Fuck.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me. I'll do that after stream.
Yeah, I canceled Nitro, because, like, fuck Discord? If they're getting into this NFT bullshit, no, I'm not supporting Discord. Which sucks, because, like, hey, I've supported Discord through a lot. Like, they tried to be a digital game storefront, and I bought games on Discord through their digital game storefront, because I was like, I want to support this company, and I also want there to be a half-decent competitor to Steam, because fuck, we need it. And I did not do all of this just so they could turn around and try to con me into a grift. So, you know. Wait, where's the waterfall?
Fuck 'em.
Oh.
Tax their fucking servers.
Yeah. Murder them. Don't murder them.
MIZZURNA Falls.
There it is.
That's where all the like water texture budget went to.
Yep, abso-fucking-lutely, you're right.
That doesn't look.
No, it doesn't
How
look
bad,
it doesn't look
actually.
terrible, huh?
No, that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
It even like takes in consideration the one rock in the middle and like splits there. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
This is like really, really good. I'm really impressed with that.
What the fuck?
So Morgan should get here soon, right?
Yeah, it says he should show up exactly at 2 hours. Feel free to goof around as you make your way to the waterfall in Barrows Forest.
Yeah, there's so
Morgan
much-
will
there's
show up
so-
exactly 2 hours later.
There's so much to goof around with here.
Uh-huh.
So many mini games to do.
Make a snow angel.
I don't think Matthew is capable of doing that. He doesn't have yeah, he has elbows, I guess. Does he have elbows?
He doesn't know how to lay down.
Raven, why do you think I'm like refusing to play this like scaled up? Because I too love the ugly crunchy style. I could.
Yeah, you
make,
wanna know
I could
something?
make everything. I could make everything smooth. I don't want to.
The idea of a PSX model Vtuber is Raven's idea.
Is it? I can't believe you
Yeah,
stole Raven's
he
idea.
says-
How dare
No, I
you?
didn't. I just said it.
You said it, and you didn't credit Raven for that.
He would have said it himself.
He would have.
We have the same ideas.
This is true. You have the same brain. You share the same brain cell. There's ping pongs between the two of you. There you are, Matthew. Did you wait long? Did you know the natives worship this waterfall? The natives possessively worship this waterfall. What's a worshipped? I see. Shall we go? Yeah, I guess. The one native. Oh, thanks, man. The meeting's inside this cave. Let's go. Thanks for holding the door open for me, asshole. You know what? It's karma.
That's true. Look at that little walk.
Yeah, little dainty walk. Ooh, Okay, we're going into Owl Cave. Look, I have a tattoo of Owl Cave from Twin Peaks. It's very appropriate. This is... It seems really ancient, doesn't it? It doesn't matter how long I stare at it. I can't figure out what it means. Hey, what's that? Hey. That looks like a tentacle monster.
That looks like a tentacle monster.
That looks like a fucking tentacle monster. Are we gonna have a tentacle monster in this game?
God, I hope so.
God, I fucking hope so. That'd be rad. I want to see them try to render tentacles in this fucking game.
Hell yeah.
I wonder if this is meant to be the sun. Why would this be the sun? It probably shows that the ancient peoples worshipped the sun. They don't really look like they're worshipping it, though. No, one of them looks like they're fucking dead. That's true. I wonder what this painting meant to Emma. I don't think this painting is related to the case. Matthew, have you seen enough? I guess. What's up? I don't like the atmosphere in here. I see. Let's just go. You are the worst cop ever.
You really is?
Like, oh yeah, I hate investigating
Here's to one
this
left,
crime.
Matthew, have
It's
a gun?
creepy. Corn. Oh, what? Wait, wait, did you see that?
Did it just hold on?
Oh no, my bitrate died for a second. So.
Oh.
Is the video dead?
No.
No? Okay. So, Cohen was standing in front of us. I could see him behind the tree. And then, because I was waiting in the cutscene for too long, another Cohen started walking through the scene. Because the one in the cutscene is not the one that exists in the world doing the world events.
What the fuck?
So, did you find anything? Nothing.
I'm gonna have to catch that later.
Yeah, that was wild. What are you doing here, Cohen? I asked Cohen to patrol the forest for me. I see. Huh. It's just helping an old man still feel useful. Matthew, I'm leaving. You should ask James if you want to know more about that cave painting. He's the expert on these things. Okay. Cohen, what about you? I'll patrol the forest a little longer. Alright. Whatever, man. Why did Cohen have to be in this fucking scene? Okay, so do I have to go to the bar, I guess, is probably next?
Yeah, at 8.
At 8?
So you have...
I have an hour and a half to kill.
Yeah, you have some time.
Alright. That's cool. I like having time to kill.
It's cool. Yeah.
I'm hungry, though.
We can zoom into your beautiful face and talk.
Yeah. I'm hungry. I didn't eat after getting home from work.
Luka.
Which I probably should. I mean, I had a lunch. Oh, I thought I was out of the world there.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
I will eat after the stream. It's fine. That's normal to do. It'll be a late dinner, but that's a thing people have. Maybe I'll make some corn dogs,
fucking,
like on a break or something.
Like Charles the other day didn't have breakfast, didn't have lunch, didn't have dinner. I wanted to punch that boy.
Oh yeah, I didn't have breakfast either, huh? I had lunch, though.
I need my parents to take better care of themselves.
I had lunch.
Alright.
It's just like I had to wake up at 8 o'clock and go to work for 9. It's hard to eat a breakfast when you're a busy office lady. You know?
It's true.
I have numbers to pretend that I know what they do. It's really, it becomes really hard. It becomes really hard for me to like act like a bimbo when I'm like, oh yeah, I work in an accounting office. It's like, oh yeah, I sometimes know what numbers mean. Though,
I never know what numbers mean.
though to be honest, most of my job is taking numbers and putting them somewhere else. So really, I'm not. I don't actually know what the numbers mean or do.
You don't know numbers. You just put symbols into a thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess we can do this now. Hello.
Yeah, wow.
I'm waiting now.
Yeah.
I guess I could just say that Office Lady Luka is a different Luka. So we have Evil Luka who's a different Luka canonically.
Office Lady Luke
Oh,
is
why did you die
all
there?
put together.
Oh, you died because that happened.
Oh. That is so cute.
It's okay. Man, that sure does, like, take up an extra 5%. No, it doesn't. What the fuck? Huh. Office Lady Luka takes off her smart glasses and puts on her bimbo gamer glasses. Yeah, that's these ones. These are the bimbo gamer glasses. These are the ones that I need to be able to see to play a video game. I don't have much to talk about today. What can I talk about?
Today's a slow and mellow day.
Yeah. Watching movies. We watched Scream. I watched all. Oh yeah. We on the Discord watched all of the Scream movies, and those movies are good.
They are. I never really care much for those movies. I only ever watched the first one like a long time ago.
Yeah.
Didn't really care much for it, but now I watched them all with y'all, and they were pretty good.
They're pretty
The
good
fourth one
movies.
was fucking good.
Fourth one was really fucking good. Like
Yeah.
surprisingly so. I would have expected it it coming out 10 years after Scream 3. I would have expected it to be like kind of shitty. It was really good. I really like the twist in that one. That one's really good. I don't know if I have a favorite one. Scream 1 is still really fucking good. I think that's the best one though. Because the twists in that one are really, really good and feel very earned. But I don't know. I think they're all good. Scream 3 was... Even Scream 3, as much as Mina
It's really
thinks
entertaining.
it's bad, which it is, it's still good. I liked how stupid it was at the very least.
Sometimes bad movies are good.
This is true. This is accurate. I think Scream 2 good. Scream 2 was good, yeah. That's the one where it was the mom, right? And some guy. He's just some guy.
Yeah.
That's Sydney.
Yeah,
from
some
class. Literally just some guy, and then like the killer is revealed, and you're like, who? Who?
And we thought Dewey fucking ate it.
Yeah, fucking Dewey.
He
He's
didn't.
so bad.
Fucking Dewey.
Dewey sucks.
The only
but I
cop.
love him. He's the only likable cop in a movie, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Because
And Gumshoe is the only likable cop in a video game.
Well, Emma Skye.
Oh right, she's a.
She's a
Luka, why are you married to a?
She's a forensic investigator. She's not a cop.
Why are you married to a cop?
She's a forensic investigator.
All right, we'll pass it.
Not a cop.
Let it go.
Yeah. Do you know anything about that cave painting in the forest?
Do you know anything about that?
Whoa, I'm hearing me.
Oh.
I'm hearing.
Hello?
I'm big hearing me.
No, that means you're coming off through my thing.
No. And then I
Let me
stopped,
do
and then
that.
and then oh yeah, I big hear me. If I talk
Let me do push
slightly
to talk real
louder.
quick.
Okay.
The painting? You saw it. In the area that's blocked off? Yeah. I'm guessing it's around 1,000 years old. It depicts an ancient ritual. There were people lying on the ground underneath what looked like a sun. No, it's not a sun. It's something else. And those people aren't just lying down. They're dead.
Whoa! Holy fuck. They're dead? Whoa.
No.
I literally said that.
It's a ritual to mourn the dead? On the contrary, it's a ritual to bring the dead back to life. Bring them back to life? Yep, but why are you asking about the cave painting anyway? I think Emma went to look at it. I wanted to know why she'd be interested in something like that. I see.
Necromancy.
Necromancy. She's gonna get the Necronomicon, and then Evil Dead's gonna happen in this game. Then I'll be super cool.
I told you Emma was having doubts about the meaning of life, right? Yeah? Well, I think it's more like she was worrying about death. To ponder life is to ponder death, after all. What does that mean exactly? According to my research, the native tribes people were able to die while still living. What does that mean? The ritual shown in the painting, it's known as the Death Journey Ritual. It involves killing a person and then bringing them back to life. I wonder if Emma wanted to experience the world of death. Who knows? Perhaps it's natural to want to understand life by experiencing death. Just once. There's nothing natural about that. By the way, since the cave's off limits, how did you manage to see it? Huh. I asked Cohen to let me see it. Let me in? Let me see it? Fuck. Cohen, Morgan said the government's in charge of it. Oh, don't you know? Cohen used to be a colonel in the military.
Oh.
So he has a little more clout than your average Joe. Cohen, I didn't know that. So that's why Morgan's having him patrol the forest. Precisely. Hey, you come here every day? Of course, liquor is the water of life, after all. The water of life? It's where the word whiskey comes from. Liquor has been an indispensable part of people's lives since ancient times. I mean, I guess so. It liberates the soul and guides us to a higher plane of existence. That's some drunken nonsense.
Yeah, that's basically what Matthew just said in in less kind terms.
Indeed.
Oh. She actually gonna sing this time? Everyone, thank you for being here at Bar Wolves tonight. Thank you.
Oh, she's about to begin. Who is she? Isabella, the bar's resident singer.
Isabella, 20. I'm still older than this person. Fucking god damn it. The resident singer at Bar Wolves, she often sings the song Eternal, inspired by a dream she had long ago.
Listen closely.
Alright. Is this gonna be like the bar scenes in Twin Peaks? Yep! It sure is.
Fall from the sky like a stream inside my life. Ray lights surrounding me.
Oh, baby!
Ray lights infinity.
Look at this fucking face.
I've seen them somewhere. Moments, stops and signs, sunbathed under the
God.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, I wonder if they, like, if the people who localized the song too and had somebody sing it, nope. This was originally sung in English.
What do you think? Phenomenal, isn't she? Yeah. It's a great song. How long has she been singing at this bar? Not too long. Around a month ago. She just appeared one day like a mysterious musical goddess.
Alright, that's a normal thing to say about a person.
You know Barbara, the old lady staying at the hospital in a room meant for 3 people? Emma came to visit her a lot. It seems she was interested in Barbara's tales of the olden days.
Okay, we're gonna deal with that tomorrow, I think. So...
Yeah, so there is this stalker with a stutter in the bar. Maybe the guy dressed in black? You gotta find him.
I think it's this person. What are you looking at? Nothing in particular. Oh, that's fighting words right there. Yeah.
hell yeah.
I'm gonna have to fight this fucking person. I'm stinking up the joint. Oh shit! Right into a fight! Fuck you!
Fight.
Ow, fuck! I wish there was a block. Whoa, eat this fucking swing punch. Fuck you, buddy. Eat my shit. Ow, fuck! I am
So
the,
last Friday,
one
this-
who eats shit.
This fucking song, I had this song stuck for like all of Friday night and Saturday morning.
Ow. Oh. I can do it. I can do this. First try. Ow. Fuck. Stop swinging. Hey, sir. Hello. He's not bothered. Ow. Fuck. Okay, maybe not first try. God, he's just swinging like crazy. Ow. Fuck. Ow. Fuck. Ow, fuck! Ow, god damn it! I hate the fighting in this game, really and truly, from the bottom of my heart. It's really not good. I wish there was a fucking block. Ow, fuck! Or that like combos were maybe not dog shit. Ow, fuck! Stop dodging, you piece of shit. Let me punch you, motherfucker. Ow. Fuck you. Oh god, damn it! How the fucking no mix up. Ow, fuck. He just does a fucking spin move. There, motherfucker, I win.
Nice.
I think that was the least like the smallest number of attempts I've had to take. Oh!
All right. He just
That man
did that.
that man teleported out of here. He just stopped existing. He just ceased. I beat him up so hard, he stopped existing.
evaporated.
He turned to ashes. Thank you saved me. Did I? This game's so fucking stupid.
Does this happen a lot?
Lately, yes.
Do you know Emma Rowland?
Emma.
I heard she came here a lot.
Yes, we've met, but... Sorry, I'm going backstage. I need to rest.
Huh.
Okay. Not like you did much, but alright. Just beat up your stalker for you, but sure. Great. Awesome. Thanks for the info, lady.
Talk to him.
The guard guy?
Yeah.
Too many weird customers lately. Alright. That didn't get me much.
Is she going to be okay? Yeah, probably. Isabella's got a lot to deal with. She seems to know Emma. Well, Emma definitely liked Isabella's music, right? Yeah. Here's what I think. In a few words, you could sum up Emma as a girl struggling with an anxious soul. To Emma, Isabella's songs were like a balm for the soul, bringing her a sense of peace. Considering Emma's personality, she must have made the effort to reach out to Isabella personally.
Uh-huh.
Looks like I can't have a rational conversation with Isabella. Yeah, she's pretty well guarded at this bar. Why don't you try following her?
What?
What? Pardon me?
What a creepy man.
Following her? I've seen her get in a car from the back entrance. She seems to leave around just after midnight. Just after midnight, huh?
Alright. So I'm just gonna follow her then. I'm just gonna become her new stalker? Is what I'm gonna do? Wow, we have 4 hours to
Yes.
just, like, wait
You
around,
beat
huh?
the old one to become the new one.
I absorbed his power.
Yeah, so a scene should play out now, but it's a non-essential scene, so if it doesn't trigger, that's fine.
Follow the anxious woman after work. This is good for her. Yeah, exactly. What's happening? Oh my god, you're proselytizing outside the fucking bar. Punch him! Yeah! Hell yeah!
Yeah!
Fuck this old bastard! Oh, please don't make me to have to defend this man. Okay. Okay. Well, buddy, I'm definitely not going home. I'm just gonna go around the back of the bar and hang out for 4 hours. That's a totally normal
Like a
thing to
creepy
do.
stalker.
Alright, I guess we're hanging out a bit more then. It's a good thing I have lots to talk about today. Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
What? Oh, why'd you get crunchy?
Yeah, I'm getting crunchy because you are getting
Oh no.
crunchy too.
Why get crunchy? What's wrong with Discord today?
I don't know.
Is Discord taking a lot of CPU because they're farming crypto on my machine?
Maybe. Or maybe enough people unsubscribe and the servers are already getting full.
That must be it, yeah. Getting crunchy out back of the bar next to the priest, yeah. What? Getting crunchy. That's a euphemism for jerking off, I think.
Oh, okay.
Masturbating behind the bar. I guess I could go save.
Oh,
huh?
hey, go back in. Oh, it says go back into the bar and talk to the stalker. Matthew will force him to show him what he scribbled on his notebook.
Wait, but I thought I killed the stalker.
It seems like he rematerialized.
Shit. Oh, I should probably zoom back out. He's not here. I actually...
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. You had a green jacket.
No, he's sitting in one of the chairs. No, he had a black jacket.
What?
Oh, never mind. What? What?
He's not here. I literally killed this man. That man died.
Well, shit.
Unless he's outside? No.
All right. What is that important?
I don't know. It's written in blue.
I think that means it's optional. I think?
Okay. In any case, we can always get Isabella's phone number from the
Oh, yeah. We
the
can
list.
cheat.
Yeah.
Oh, I have Dennis's phone number here, actually. Do you want to just, like, tell me what Isabella's phone number is? So I can write it down.
Yes.
Because it seems like the game bugged and is not going to give it to me naturally.
It's triangle X circle triangle.
Alright. Cool. I have it now.
So Isabella will leave by the back door at 12:20.
Jesus Christ. Okay, we have a while to wait then, huh?
We sure do.
It's 8. It's like almost 9. Oh, that's the wrong zoom. That's titty zoom.
That's the best zoom.
That's the wrong zoom. Nobody wants a titty zoom. Nobody ever. Who likes those
Speak
things?
for yourself.
Let's see. We have a long time to wait, huh, chat? Titty zoom. No, that's a different stream. We don't do that here.
I'm sure people would like to watch your boobs for 20 minutes
Absolutely.
while we
not.
wait.
I
Alright.
will not debase myself in this manner. That is for other people to do. Perhaps.
That's for the fan artists to do.
Yeah. What? I don't have fan artists. What the fuck you talk? Oh, you know why I think we're so crunchy? I literally have Firefox open, and Firefox takes a good amount of CPU. Because of all my plugins and shit. That will probably help.
I don't know anything of what you said, but I sure hope it helped.
What? Did I mean plugins? Extensions. All my extensions and shit. And it was literally open to YouTube, and I'm like, oh, that's a CPU leak waiting to happen. Why does just going to the YouTube page, like, makes Firefox take up 50% of your fucking CPU? Did you know that?
I didn't know. That fucking sucks.
Yeah, because, it's just writing a bunch of video to your hard drive. Because it has to, to like, play video. So it's just constantly writing video to your hard drive, and then when you finish a video, it deletes it. Yeah. Which I don't know how Twitch parses that, actually, now that I think about it. I wonder if you can't watch Twitch streams if you're low on hard drive space. MIZZURNA Falls is a character in Hyperdimension Neptunia now. They're canon. Neil, you're not allowed to sleep. If Val's not allowed to sleep, you're not allowed to sleep. These are rules that I am just now making up off the top of my head. I mean, I guess Val's allowed to sleep.
Am I allowed to sleep?
I mean, yeah, you could sleep. It would just make for really bad stream content, I think. Like, I'm not paying you.
I mean, you could.
I could. No, I don't have money. I'm a poor gay.
Is there any kind of other type of gays?
Yeah, George Takei. You know who that is?
All right. Yeah.
Pete
Pete Butt Judge. He's probably rich. Because he's a politics man. Fuck that guy. That guy sucks.
Absolutely.
What do I have to talk about today? Have I watched anything or experienced anything? Have I experienced anything lately? What's this new fucking thing that's on Twitter? Like Twitter,
What's on Twitter?
Like Twitter Blue. What the fuck is that? Sounds like they're trying to do like a YouTube Red thing, but for Twitter. Tell us about your Neptunia OC. I don't have one. I don't think I've ever played a Neptunia game all the way through. I think I have the remake of the first game on Steam. But Lila tried to.
Isn't that a weird game?
Lila tried to
Jake's
stream those
game?
games. The first one, the remake of the first one, not that long ago, and the yikes counter. Lila has a yikes counter for their streams, and it hit like 13 in the first stream. Because the Neptunia
Pretty good.
games are very yikes.
I've never heard of those until like recently.
Yeah, there's something. There's something. That was just the first stream, and Lila does pretty short streams. Not everybody can handle my endurance marathon type style of streaming.
I mean, not even you could handle those early on.
No. Not really.
But once you fucking stream 37 hours of Valheim,
In 3
you
days.
can do anything.
Yeah, you become ultra
Yeah.
powerful and unstoppable. Like I am. That's why like 6 hours.
I've been playing that again.
Yeah, I saw that you were playing that again. I've been considering playing it again because the Hearth and Home update came out, and I'm like, that could be fun. I just don't want to have to start over. Maybe I should play it though.
It mostly added like new building stuff and like
Yeah.
rebalanced
Bu-
stuff, but didn't really add much new content, I
mean,
think.
building is like part of what I really liked about that game, though. So
Yeah, my new house is really cute.
I might maybe that'll be an off-stream game for me to just enjoy by myself. I don't think I could ever stream that game again. Ever.
I wish I had the money to pay for a server and just keep it running, but I
Yeah.
couldn't justify doing that.
No, I mean servers are pretty cheap, but like, it's still a monthly fee to play a video game that you don't.
Yeah, I have
need.
no income, bitch.
Yeah,
I don't need to open commissions.
yeah, you do. Make some
Hey, yo, show commission my husband.
3D penises or whatever. For
Oh,
money.
I'll do those for free.
Oh. Give Val a good penis to make in 3D, and Val will do it for free. Did I just say give Val a good penis?
Please.
Don't make Val draw penises of the Neptunia girls. Some of those girls are mighty young. Except like the Xbox. That's the old. That's the big titty
Wait,
older
what?
sister. Yeah, all the Neptunia girls are based on like consoles.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I do remember this
Like
conversation.
Neptune is.
okay.
Neptune is, I think, like the Dreamcast. I think.
Oh. Oh, my daughter's pooping.
Oh no! It's like it's like an Apollo Justice when Luka said she was waiting for Dick to appear. Yeah, I say that a lot, even outside of streams. What? Huh? What?
Bogus minted?
Bogus Benton? The Dreamcast is no Neptune is an unreleased console. Dreamcast is Uzume, who appears in Mega Dimensional Neptunia VI? Or is that a 6? Is that supposed to be 6? Why the Hey, real quick.
Oh, crunch.
What the fuck is that? Anyway, real quick. Why the fuck are there so many Neptunia games? Why are there so many of them? Why do they do that to us? As a people? It's very not nice of them to do that. The whole genre of games is full of lots of games. Yeah, as genres tend to be, Needle. You don't become a genre without having a lot of games. Because they know how to make games like that cheap. Yeah, that's definitely probably the case. That's definitely the case. I shouldn't say probably. It's very much the case that they're cheap to make. You're right, Needle. Hey, we still have like 40 minutes left. Fuck.
We sure fucking do.
This game is so exciting.
Next day seems a little bit hectic.
God damn it! Can I have like, what? Why do they have? Okay, I'm not gonna pause it. That's stupid. Pausing it would be stupid at this point. Why do they have all this fucking hectic running around and doing shit, and then like at night I have like 4 hours to just stand outside of a bar and do fuck all? Why not pace this slightly better so that I consistently have things to do throughout a day without feeling like I'm being rushed and without feeling like I've done nothing?
Because they
Like,
want you to suffer. Specifically you and only you.
they want me to suffer. They hate me. What did I ever do to them?
Become a cat girl.
Fuck. Why do they hate cat girls? Oh, these are dog people. Obviously. There's a dog pet
Correct.
in this game. I see. I understand my lot in life now. Where's the Can You Pet the Cat Twitter? Where's that? Is that a thing? I want that. I think cats are more fun to pet than dog.
Yeah, cats do a cute little thing when you start scratching their chin where they just lean into your pet and it's super cute.
Yeah, we like close our eyes. We get really into it. It's fun. Wait, hello? Wait.
Can I give you ear scratches?
Sure. Where?
Oh wait, fuck, did we miss the window?
No. That's the back door. How much do you want to bet that because the stalker despawned, we missed our chance at having this event? How much do you want to fucking bet that that's what happened? I will bet very much. Oh, never mind. I will bet nothing.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Hey Val, what?
Oh, you just gotta follow her.
Oh, I just have to actually follow her and stalk her?
Yeah, you have to actually stalk her to her fucking house.
To her fucking house?
Yes.
That's a normal thing to do.
It's an apartment building in the central square.
This is normal behavior.
Completely normal, regular teenager boy behavior.
Uh-huh. Oh. Okay, well this is impossible. How am I supposed to do this when there's like no... Alright. Like all I have is a button to push. To like make it go happen? How am I supposed to like follow behind? Okay, like just tapping it. Just tapping the button.
Fucking rear end her.
Yeah. Like... This is... Oh. Hi. Don't worry about it. This is normal. So should I wait for her to go into her
Okay.
house?
So, yeah. It says, okay, here it says, check the post box in the foyer for Nos's number. Now head up to room 205
Wait,
and see Nos to ask about Isabella.
wait,
So
why
is this where Nos lives?
It must be.
Okay.
There's a...
You're
okay.
somehow supposed to figure this out, I guess.
Uncle Nas is in room 205. That's second floor then, right?
I think so, yes.
We're gonna talk to Nas at 2 in the fucking morning? 1 in the fucking morning? Yeah, that's right. Where are the stairs? Blue door?
I don't know, it just says now head up.
Oh.
It just says head up.
Thanks, walkthrough. You're so fucking helpful.
I know, right?
God.
It does mention that this apartment building is a dumpster.
It is. It very much is. This place fucking sucks. 205. Nope. Who in the blazes is that? Do you have any idea what time it is? Uncle, are you still awake? Matthew? Hi. What are you doing here at this hour? I'm sorry. Oh, it's alright. Uncle, do you know Isabella? Isabella? Don't know her. I think she lives in this apartment building. In this wreck? Who do I know who lives here? Oh, you mean that beautiful lady? So she does live here. So her name's Isabella. Do you know what room she's in? We literally saw her go into her fucking apartment. But whatever.
I know, right?
Room. I think I saw her going into the room at the other end of the corridor once, but what? Nothing, never mind. What do you want with that lady anyhow? Oh, I see. So you finally reached that age, eh? Huh?
Oh my god. Shut up, Nos.
I suppose young men like you do tend to go for the older ones.
That's not really.
Shut up.
Matthew likes MILFs. She's 27. I shouldn't call her a fucking MILF.
Who doesn't like Mills?
Yeah, that's fair. Still, I think you ought to give up on that lady.
Why?
I can't say for sure, but I've seen a lot of shady guys coming and going from her apartment.
Shady guys?
A tall guy with mean-looking eyes. Had him look like his henchman with him, too. Those guys are up to no good, no doubt about it.
I wonder who that was.
I'm sleepy, you know.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, if this is gonna take a while, can we do it tomorrow? Bye!
201.
201?
Correct.
Where?
And
Oh,
follow the prompt.
the what?
So this is Isabella's room?
This isn't the room that we saw her go in.
I can see inside through the keyhole. What?
This is not normal behavior.
No.
Isabella?
Oh, she's peeing in the corner. Oh, shit! We got fucking knocked out, dude. Didn't even say a word. Just punched.
Oh
Punch
man,
first. Punch
the back
first.
of his jacket says, like it says, Judgment Meatloaf.
Wait, whose? Matthews?
Matthews. Yeah, it looks like it says Judgment Meatloaf.
Oh.
Hey, you know this kid?
Yes.
He was peeping into your room. Want me to dump him somewhere?
No, don't.
Well, if you say so. He's lucky it was me who stopped him and not Wolf, that's all.
Wolf, huh?
What? Ugh, my head's pounding.
Yeah, I fucking wonder why, buddy.
Where am I? Right, I was peeking into Isabella's room and got knocked out. So, is this Isabella's room?
Yeah, you got knocked out for being a
There's-
complete fucking weirdo, buddy.
Yeah, there should be a side table with a picture on it that you can check, and once you do that, she'll come out.
That's... Who the fuck is that? Look at that fucking guy! That's a dude.
That sure is a dude.
Isabella and a man smiling happily. This guy, he looks familiar.
Does he? I don't think so. It's hard to tell. When the models look so good. So you're awake. Oh. You're wearing a towel.
Why are you wearing just a towel, lady?
It seems really irresponsible when you're around a child.
Right?
That's the music you decide to play?
Sorry.
I'm not angry or anything, just don't do it again. Something much worse could happen to you. Oh yeah? You're Emma's friend, right?
What about Emma?
It's not like I knew her well or anything, she just liked my singing.
I see.
Sound theme of sad seduction. You're looking for her?
Yes. I just can't figure out what was going on in that head of hers.
I think I sort of understand how she was feeling. She reminds me of myself 2 years ago. Losing the will to live, having no one to turn to, feeling so alone.
Isabella?
Check the photo again.
Wait. Oh. Yeah, this is a normal thing to do. That photo's from 2 years ago. I was living in Denver at the time.
Who's the guy in the photo with you?
He was my husband.
Was?
He died 2 years ago in a car accident.
What brought you to this town?
Doesn't he look familiar? My husband.
He looks like... He looks like...
The correct answer is wolf.
He looks like Wolf?
I can read to you what she says if you hit the other ones.
Yeah, what does she say?
So, if you pick Dennis, Isabella will be kind of awkward and admit that she knows who Dennis is but has no connection to him.
Okay.
If you pick Emma, Isabella will become indignant and insist that she has zero connections to Emma.
Okay. I think the lady doth protest too much, but sure.
Actually, he looks a bit like Wolf. Are they brothers or something?
That's right. He was Wolf's younger brother. 2 years ago, after I lost my husband, I was all alone. Wolf saved me. He gave me a stage and a chance to sing. A change to sing.
You mean Eternal?
That's the name Emma gave it. It didn't have a name originally.
Emma named it.
2 years ago, I was in the car with my husband when we had the accident. I was the only one who survived. At that moment, I died too.
What do you mean?
It's called a near-death experience. Medically speaking, I was definitely dead. The dream I had while I was at the hospital unconscious was I was enveloped in a brilliant white light. And when I listened closely, I could hear the beautiful melody. I wrote Eternal using that melody, the one I heard in my dream. When I told this story to Emma, she cried and said, "That's so wonderful. It makes me feel like I'm in a world where there's no need to worry about life or death ever again." And that's when she named the song Eternal. I liked the meaning of the words, so I changed the lyrics slightly to incorporate it.
I see.
Man, this has been a fucking dead end, huh? I'm not gonna pick up her fucking Oh, I just hung it up. Okay, that's also bad. It was a huge mistake to ever trust him. What?
Yeah, the walkthrough does say that to do that because it says the phone will start to ring and Isabella will freak out and beg you to make the noise stop. Answer the phone and Matthew will hang it up.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Isabella?
Could you please just go home? Don't come here again.
But...
No, you can't. I'm saying this for your own good. Okay.
Guess what?
What?
Knock the door and we'll go back in again.
Shut the fuck up.
Can I come in?
She's like dressed already. I told you not to come here again. It's open. Why are these scenes that can play sequentially? Like back to back, like this.
Emma wrote about you in her diary.
What did she say?
She said you need help. Maybe I could help you.
Don't be ridiculous. What could you possibly do to help? Shoot a guy? I'm sorry, but... It's alright. Everything's the same as normal. Yes. Alright. I have no freedom. It's like I'm a prisoner.
Isabella.
I made a deal with the devil to free myself from my loneliness. And when you make a deal with the devil, he always gets you in the end. I want to be alone. Please, don't worry about me anymore.
You can choose either one.
Give hug.
I look at you. Oh, well, I look at you and I see someone who's in an unimaginable amount of pain. I want to help you.
Did you get it? A boy like you should never set foot in a world like this. And she shouldn't have either.
Please speak to me, Isabella.
Stupid boy.
I don't know what's troubling you, but I can't just leave you alone.
Oh, this is inappropriate.
Oh.
I hate this,
That
actually.
was very close.
Yep. Thank you. I still haven't asked your name.
It's Matthew.
Matthew. That's a nice name. Very biblical. Matthew, I'm alright. Please just go home now. I'll contact you. How do you have my phone number?
Okay. Do you have my phone number? How'd you get it? What the fuck? Creepy.
So, what the walkthrough says is 2 options will pop up, hard or talk. Choose talk, and Isabella will give you a tape of Eternal. If you choose hard, you will find the tape in your mailbox the next morning. It doesn't matter which option you pick.
Oh, okay. So I will get the tape either way.
Yes. And we're done with the day, so you can go home
I can go
and
save?
get some sleep.
When's-
Yes.
What time is the next event?
10:30.
What the fuck? Why do they
I know,
do
right?
this? Pace the game better, you motherfuckers.
It says, first things, check Matthew's mailbox for the tape of Eternal. I guess that's at 10:30, if you didn't get it last night. At around 12:02, Winona will phone you and tell you that Mel is being released from custody since Dennis has paid his bail. Head to the sheriff
good.
department.
Okay, so that's at
A
12,
lot of
that's
the-
at 12:30?
At 12:02. Okay.
12:02.
It says 12:30. At 12:30, I guess you check the mail, and then at around 12:02, you get a phone call. And after that phone call, you head to the sheriff department. A lot of the things on this day on the walkthrough don't have timestamps. And some of them seem kind of irrelevant, but I'm still gonna read them to you because we know the way this fucking game works,
Yeah.
you know?
A lot of these events have flags in them and that we have to fucking actually do.
Mm-hmm.
I think the
And there's like a lot.
I think the thing with Morgan is that maybe the thing with Samuel, like, is actually a flag for Morgan going back to the police department, and we just didn't get it soon enough.
Ah.
I think that's the only thing that I did differently in replaying the thing. Is doing that way sooner. Because I knew exactly what that motherfucker was. Okay, so I still have... Okay, yeah, we're gonna take a fucking break.
Yeah, I want to go to the bathroom and take something for
also-
my throat because it's crackly.
Hold on, I have to up Discord's process priority in my task manager really quick. Which will leave OBS probably high and dry, but whatever. No, you know what should be left high and dry? Google Chrome, 'cause I don't need Google Chrome to perform well for me to fucking see chat. Hey, Task Manager, can you, like, work? Maybe? Could you consider working? What is using so much of my fucking CPU? Desktop Window Manager. Why the fuck are you using 12% of my fucking CPU? What the fuck? Alright. What the fuck ever, man. Okay, I need to... Where is Discord in my... Okay. Oh, there we go. Name. Why am I doing this all live on stream? Ah, fuck it, whatever. Set priority. Hi. There we go. That should maybe fix it. Should I set every fucking instance of Discord to high? Probably. Catgirl sets priorities live on stream. Okay, I think that's... Oh no, that should be everything. That should fix our issues with Discord. Maybe, hopefully. Anyway, I'm gonna take a break. I love you all. Sit tight. Taking a sippy. Alright.
Taking a seat.
Good to roll. Where's the game? Where'd the game go? Oh. The game's back. The game is also back. It left for a little bit. It's back now. Alright, so we have hours to kill. Can I just... A flyer? Oh.
We sure do have several hours to go.
Oh. The garage. I need this phone number. This one should be easy to remember. So I will write it down regardless. I've got a letter. Oh, it's like Animal Crossing. Matthew, thanks for the other night. Your kindness has restored some of my faith in humanity, so don't worry, I can take care of myself. I've included my song with this letter. I wonder why Emma liked the song so much. Anyway, have a listen. I don't know if there's any connection between the song and her disappearance, though. Also, don't come to my place again. I'll contact you. It's been a long time since I felt any human kindness. Thank you, Matthew. Isabella. Okay, so I have a cassette tape of Eternal now. So that means we have another event at 12:30. Or like 12:02?
11.
11? Ah, fuck.
Yes, 11:02.
Okay, let's just take some naps. Many naps. We will get Matthew a full night's rest, I swear to fucking God, as tedious as it is. And boy, is it ever tedious.
You should
11
probably save when you take the last nap.
Yeah. 11:02 is a really specific time to call. Man, I'm just realizing how easy it would be to fuck up and hit 5 hours and not be able to back out of it. Because it doesn't confirm.
Ooh.
Okay, so we'll save to file B. Remember this. I'm not going to remember this.
I'll remember it.
No, you won't. I don't believe you.
Believe in the me who believes in you, who believes in me.
But I don't believe in you.
But you gotta.
Oh,
I'm the
okay.
only one who you have.
That's true. Alright, that's fair. Alright, so I guess I'll just,
Goof
hang out.
around for 40 minutes.
Yeah. 11:02 is a really specific time to call. Hello, Raven. Oh. You're right, Nep. Why no?
Hi, Raven.
Why no pet of dog? There we go. Hello, Raven. Charles is streaming Skyrim right now, by the way. Girls are watching? That's the first time I've actually had the opportunity to do that in context without doing it accidentally.
You're getting crunchy.
I'm not. I'm never crunchy. Why would
Well, you were crunchy to me for.
Why would I? Oh.
I had a hard time listening to you.
Yeah. Discord is definitely having some issues. You know what? Let's see. Can I?
Yeah, speaking of this,
Oh.
Discord,
Oh
I
God.
just cancel my subscription.
Hold on. Okay. Okay, hold on. Because you got incredibly crunchy as I tabbed back into fucking Discord. Oh, am I audible?
I hear you. Hello?
Hello? Okay. I wonder if doing it share my screen might be better. Yeah, the game sounds very crunchy right now. It might sound crunchy for a bit. What? Okay. I like how we can go through, like, multiple streams of not having these issues, and then suddenly this becomes an issue. I'm actually going to mute the game on stream.
I tuned in real quick to the actual stream and like it's perfect. I don't know why Discord is being like a piece of shit.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna restart Discord. That's what we'll do. Because maybe that's the... Oh, you know what? I still have Task Manager open. That's probably not helping. Okay. Let's reopen Discord. I also wonder if maybe I have... You know what? Hold on. Let's go here real quick. Let's go here real quick. So I'm going to try some shit to fix this. Because I'm wondering if I turned on some settings in EPSXE that are like maybe a little bit more straining than they should be. Fast. Window size still needs to be... Fuck, what's a 4x3? God damn it. God damn it. Also, Discord's not starting. So that's fun. There we go. Okay. I hate that I have to reset the fucking window size. 960. Okay. File, run. MIZZURNA Falls. And then... Once the game is booted up, I will just load the state. Or I will load a black screen. What? Oh no, it's back. Okay. That's back. Close Google. Yeah, I think it kind of seemed like Discord doing some shit. All right. Okay. We can come back here. Oh, I'm zoomed in. Hello. Hello. Where's the game? There's the game. Okay. Streaming is so easy, guys. It's so easy to do. And have fun doing it. You know? Also, Val's not back yet. That bodes well. Oh, never mind. Val's back.
Hello?
Hello? Is Crunchy City done?
For now.
Cool. I love that for us. I love how the music in this game has completely stopped, and it's just windy now. That's all we get to hear. This would not be a MIZZURNA Falls stream without there being some technical difficulties.
Correct.
I think, maybe a reason Discord wasn't working super well for me is that it had an update pending that I had to restart it for. I sure hope that was not the cryptocurrency bullshit that I just updated Discord for. Because if that's the case, I will be a big sad.
Oh, it didn't trigger an update for me.
I am an early supporter and in a hype squad, so maybe I get extra updates. Alright. 11:02 is when she call?
According to the guide, that's what it says.
You're right, Cardinal Sinful. Discord is kind of trash. You're right. You're correct.
Even more now.
Even more now. Unfortunately. I don't know. Like I said earlier, I've been a long-time supporter of Discord, but, hard to support them when they're getting into NFTs and shit. Bimbo Catfood Skype group when
Oh, no.
never going back there either.
I'm not going back to Skype.
No. Many memory there, and never happening again.
Too many bad memories. Yeah, nope.
Matthew?
Winona, what's up?
I just heard Mel's going to be released.
Released? Why?
Dennis posted the bail money. Uh-huh. Now what?
Go to the sheriff department.
I think Element.io is the one that people would move to. But also Element.io is funded by Crypto Bros, so...
Well, fuck.
Yeah. So presently, there is no Discord alternative for everybody to move to. But there will
Back
be.
to Ventrilo.
Because there will always be a Discord alternative, because instant messengers invariably have an incredibly short lifespan.
We could do Ventrilo. We could do Zoom. Nah, we shouldn't do Zoom. They allow governments to get into their shit. Man, shut up already. What did you say, you moron? Who do you think just bailed you out? Want to go back inside? Fine, thank you so much. Damn, you're a pain in my ass. Alright. That man just went right through the scene. Matthew, you son of a... Quit your yapping and get a move on. I'm a busy man. Don't forget.
Alright, what the fuck ever, man.
Bit your ass again.
Yeah. Are you sure it's okay to release him so soon? Can't be helped. But he's hiding something important about Emma. I know it. Just leave it to me. I'll find some proof. Don't you worry.
Alright. Cool.
Go into his office.
Into his office.
Yeah, and speak to Cohen.
Cohen? Cohen shouldn't be in his office. Why would Cohen be in here? Oh, why is Cohen in here?
I don't know, brother. I mean...
So you were in the military? I had no idea. I've been out of the military for more than 5 years now. It's ancient history. But you were a colonel. And now I'm a forest custodian. So you came here after you quit the military? Yep, it's quiet here and the people are friendly. A nice town. Until this case happened, that is. That day when I discovered Kathy in the forest, she was still warm. If only I'd gotten there sooner. I might have been able to save her. Don't say that. If you hadn't found her, she'd have died there all alone.
She did. She did die there all alone.
Yeah?
She
Okay.
she was dead when Cohen found her, bud. Oh wait, no, she wasn't. She died in the hospital. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah, she screamed and died.
Yeah, right. I forgot about that.
I know. It's just, you know, it's not fair that an old contra like me gets to linger on, while a 16-year-old girl has to die. Yeah.
Alright. Okay.
Cool vibes.
So... Stay away from the hospital until 12:55.
What the fuck does that mean?
It says, Samuel will phone Matthew and tell him that the results of the drug testing are in. Don't miss the call and stay away from the hospital or the game will bug out and Samuel won't phone you at all.
Very cool.
Very cool.
All right. So where's the closest place to the hospital that I can sit and wait? I guess Uncle Naz's place. If I sit in downtown, that should be fine. Oh, you know what? We have time. I should go get gas. Just to fill her up, you know? Wait, am I going the right way? No, I'm not. I'm going the right... Wait, where am I going? Where am I? What's happening? Oh, no, I know where I am. I suddenly remembered my whereabouts. I know what's happening somewhat.
Do you?
Yeah. What time is he calling?
12:55, apparently?
Why do they call at such specific times? Like, Winona called him at 11:02. I guess it's for realism. Because, like, you don't tend to call somebody at exactly, like, 11 o'clock or, like, 12:30. You call people when you have to call.
Yeah. I guess that's it, huh? Unless it's like something that you gotta schedule. It's like, call me at 10.
Yeah. Even then, you might call it, like, 9:59 or, like, 10:01.
Yeah.
By the way, there was 2 character models standing directly inside of each other at the gas station. I don't know if you caught that.
I didn't.
I was gonna point it out, but then we got.
I love this game.
Then we got talking about stuff. I didn't want to interrupt. All right, so we have to wait. We have an hour. We have an hour to kill. What's up? What's up, chat? How about
Not
them?
much.
How about sports?
Sports ball.
Yeah, how about that?
There's a ball and it gets sported around.
Mm-hmm. That is. Sometimes it's not a ball though. Sometimes it's a little disc. No, no, but I didn't mean it actually. I don't know a thing about sport.
Neither do I.
I know Pyre. That's a sport, right? That's a sport game.
Yeah,
It's got
that's the only sports game.
Yeah, it's the only sports game that matters. And there's... That's it.
There's a hot demon lady in it.
I was gonna
God,
say,
she's hot.
I was gonna say Blood Bowl, but I'm like, fuck Blood Bowl. I also know Mario Party. We're gonna do a Mario Party stream next week. No, shut up! Shut up, Nep! Shut up! Stop! No! No Yu-Gi-Oh! That's not a sport. The only card game sport I care about is Inscription. Maybe Slay the Spire. Maybe Griftlands. Griftlands is pretty good.
I know Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't. Hello, Charles. It's going good. I mean, I say going good, but we spent the last hour doing basically nothing. Really, if I'm being honest. A lot of standing around and just talking. These are becoming podcast streams. These are becoming the new Death Stranding stream.
Yes, Charles, we're talking about
No, we're not.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
No, we're not. How's Skyrim, Charles? How's that game?
Well, it's Skyrim.
Yeah, it is.
You know how
isn't
that
it?
is.
Yeah, everybody on
Yeah.
the fucking planet Earth knows what Skyrim is. It's been released enough times. We could talk
Has
about
it really been released enough times, though?
Yeah, it's been like 11 times or something. Oh. I think
Can always be
officially more than RE4. I think.
It's okay, Charles. I like that game too,
I
For-
don't.
for reasons.
I do not.
That's fine.
I don't like any.
I mean, I don't
Bethesda
play the game.
I like Disco Elysium. Can we talk about Disco Elysium?
I am not equipped to talk about Disco Elysium, but I can hand Raven the headset.
No, it's fine. Kim Kitsuragi is my husband. That's all I have to say. He's a cop, actually. He's not my husband. Then again, it's a people's militia, not actually, like, proper police officers. So I guess it's probably okay.
Yeah, I've been watching Lila play the game, and like the way the term, I feel like the term cop applies very loosely to what they really are, huh?
Yeah, because they're not like... It's not like they're employed by the state or anything like that. They're just cops because they say they're cops, which seems weird. Oh. Inscription's very good. The ending is good. I like it a lot. I think it's very sweet, actually. I don't really care much about like the meta aspect of Inscription, like the out of fiction parts of it, because I think they're not very good.
which is weird considering those are like the unfiction bits, and you would think I would like the unfiction bits, but like it's very played out. I've seen it in like 50 other things. Like it's very much just trying to be like Ben drowned basically, and like, all right, I saw that play out over the last decade. I don't need to see that in another video game.
I guess the
pretty good though.
novelties for people who are not into unfiction so fucking what's the word I'm looking for? Heavily, I guess, as you are.
Yeah, I guess so. Because, like, yeah, it's very much just trying to be, like, Marble Hornets or Ben Drowned, and I'm like, okay. So you're just modeling this after two of the most popular fucking things ever, not really trying to do much more than that? Alright, cool. I appreciate the effort, but I don't really
I honestly
care.
only ever learned about unfiction from this Twitch stream called Luka58. I don't know
What's
if you've
that?
heard about it.
What
I
is
don't.
that?
It's like a weird news show slash like I don't know. It's like a mystery show. I don't know. It's cool. Plays on Sunday sometimes.
Oh, that's weird. I never heard about that.
Yeah, it has a cat girl on it.
Really?
Yeah.
There are more cat girls than just me and Code?
Yeah.
Huh.
There's a whole race of cat girls out there.
What? Oh,
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
my phone's ringing.
Kind of forgot about this.
So did I. Wait, why did that not... Hello?
Oh no. Is it because you're in the car?
Yes, it is. I can't use that.
Oh my
Matthew was
fucking
very
God.
responsible.
This game.
Hello? Is that Matthew Williams?
Yes, what is it?
It's Samuel. About those drugs you asked me to identify, where'd you get them?
Where?
Well, never mind. Just come to the hospital director's office as fast as you can.
Oh, right.
What is it with internet cats and unfiction? Oh, yeah, I guess... Oh, yeah, I guess Nick Nocturne is a cat, huh? Huh. Right,
I love how
forgot
the
about
doctor
that.
was like, where did you get the drugs? And Matthew's response to that was, where?
Don't worry about it. What are they? I'm not getting you to do this to ask questions, sir. I'm getting you to do this to answer questions. Ugh. I think the thing with internet cats and unfiction is cats are naturally curious. So unfiction obviously satisfies that. God, I'm hungry.
Me too.
This might only be a 3
Actually,
hour.
not really.
I think I really want to eat a food.
Yeah, you should. You didn't eat at all today.
No, I did eat today. Don't lie. I ate at lunch.
Did you?
Yeah, I told you
I don't
ate
believe
lunch.
you.
I ate lunch.
I don't think I
Morgan,
believe you.
what are you doing here? Samuel asked me to come. I just got here. Why?
I explained about the drugs, right?
Yes, you said Matthew asked you to identify them.
Well, I checked them out. Don't be shocked now.
Just spit it out.
I should not have some Sbarro. Whoever takes that drug will experience a powerful hallucinogenic trip.
What?
What does that mean? I'm a
You're
straight
taking
edge.
LSD.
I'm a straight edge, and I don't understand what that means.
Hey, what's the meaning of this?
I can explain, but I doubt you'd get it. It's Epoch, a drug popular on the West Coast in the late 60s.
What I want to know is what something like that is doing here.
Ask Matthew. I don't know myself, actually.
Matthew, where did you get this?
Where?
Captain Nos's medicine cabinet.
Well,
I like how it's not just assumed that Matthew was doing some independent investigation.
I see. What the hell? This epoch in this town? I can't believe it. What the hell is going on? This is MIZZURNA Falls, for crying out loud.
Looks like Kathy and Emma were into some heavy stuff. I guess we're not talking about bears anymore.
I bet it was Mel's. He must have needed money to pay for it, so he went and robbed the diner. Yes, his behavior is all starting to make sense now. Why he stole Emma's diary, why he robbed the diner. So arrest him! I can't believe this is how Kathy and Emma were connected.
Uh-huh. We don't have proof that Mel was at the motel, though. Do we? Oh, no, yeah. The this one. But it's not a date on it or anything, and whatever. It's evidence enough.
Oh, talk to Samuels again. Fuck.
Oh no!
Oh no. Well, he just tells you more about the drug.
Oh, okay.
More like about it.
I want to know all about the drugs. Give me the skinny on them. Did I just say give me the skinny? Fuck.
I've never heard that before.
That's like the down low, you know?
Oh, okay.
What happens if you take epoch?
Let's see. Small hills started to look like mountains. The sky starts to feel incredibly close. You feel touched by the divine force of nature.
Is that bad?
Well, that's the best case scenario. Epoch doesn't always have the same effect.
So what if it's a bad trip? That's what the kids say, right?
You see the devil, like everything around is trying to devour you. By the end, you doubt your very existence. Well, I've never taken it myself, and it's not like the effects are always the same each time. Either way, it's a taste of a world outside our own reality. Eldritch drug. It turn you into a Cthulhu.
That sounds badass, actually.
That
I want it.
does. I also want it. What? Hello? No. You're a sleazebag. You know about drugs. Matthew does not like that. Okay, what do I do?
Sheriff Department.
Wait, we don't talk to Barbara? It's her birthday today.
No, yeah, that's like later.
Fuck.
That's later. That's after 3 p.m.
Fine. See you later, Barbara. I'm not gonna wish you happy birthday yet. Even though I see you right there. Drug that transports you into the Mario parallel universe. Wait. Is that what the Mario... Was that what the Mushroom Kingdom is? Is that a parallel universe? What's up with that? Mario go in a toilet and suddenly he's in the Mushroom Kingdom?
Perhaps. Talk to Mary Lou for some info on Mel.
Okay. I will do this thing.
And then after that, talk to Morgan in his office.
Oh. My driving is so good. Beyond reproach.
I'd be scared to be in a car with you.
No, you wouldn't. You'd be too busy giving roadhead.
Giving you what?
What? Huh? I didn't say nothing.
What's happening with Mel?
We've issued an arrest warrant, but we haven't been able to locate him yet. He must be hiding out somewhere.
What about Morgan?
He's doing everything he can to find Mel. He's about to blow his top.
I see.
If you see the sheriff, tell him to calm down some, okay? And then we go talk to Morgan? Oh, is Val broken? Uh-oh. That's bad, really bad for me, actually.
Anyway.
Don't worry about it. Nothing happened.
Shut up, Raven.
Is Raven teasing you?
On chat.
Haven't you been able to find Mel yet? No, he must be hiding out somewhere. But there can't be too many places for him to hide in this town. What about the farm workers' housing? Even Mel's not that stupid. He wouldn't hide in the same place twice. I see. Although, he is pretty stupid. Well, he can't hide forever. He's going to be in contact with someone. We just have to wait. Someone Mel's in contact with. Oh, we have to go talk to Lorraine, I bet. Right?
Yeah, after this, yeah, there's a thing that's in blue, so I'm guessing it's optional. It says high school, head into the library and talk to Winona. And then after that, it says Haynes Diner.
And is the event after that the one at 3 o'clock?
No, after that is St. Peter's Shores for like just one fucking. Just talk to the priest so that he says like one dickhead thing, and then after that is the hospital.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So we'll go to the
Like-
high school, we'll go to the diner, and then we'll go to the dickhead.
Yeah.
High school's right here anyway, so like, fuck it.
And it's like the Father Barton only says like one thing. It's just like, is it really necessary to go to the church? But
You never know with
This
this
game.
fucking game. Who am I talking to here?
Mhm.
Winona?
yeah, Winona, she's in the library.
Okay. Alright. Fucking hell. Okay. What day is this? This is day 4. Holy shit, we're on day 4? Wait, what?
Yes.
Did you see Mel?
Nope. Why? What about him?
Well,
Epoch.
but I don't think Emma took any.
But,
We have to believe in her.
yes, you're right. We have to believe in her. So it was Mel who gave them both the Epoch?
It's the only explanation that makes sense, and Mel was scared Emma would tell someone about the epoch. That's why he's been so weird ever since she went missing.
I wonder if Mel was also in the forest on the night of the 24th.
I wonder, but if he was there, he wouldn't have told the police that he saw Emma at 10 p.m. that same night.
That's true.
Now the diner.
Now the diner. Okay. There's so much happening today. Man, okay, so once we finish this day, we have 3 more days left.
Seems like it.
Damn. So we have officially broken the halfway point, I think. Which is kind of unreal, considering how janky this game is.
No, this game is perfect.
I don't think we've really hit any major roadblocks yet. Or at the very least, the roadblocks we have hit have been at a reasonable time to end the stream. Oh, speak of the fucking devil. I don't know what to do about this.
Oh no.
Because if I try to go back... Oh? Oh! Wait, why is this loading? Oh, it's not.
Not anymore.
Uh-oh. Okay, wait. Okay. So if I do this... And I'm gonna save a state here.
I should remind you to do those more often.
Uh-oh. Oh, right. This is what happens when we do this.
Pwom pwom. Oh fuck.
Hold on. This is a good opportunity for me to, I'm thinking maybe VC Face is the thing that's giving me issues. I'm gonna restart this really quick. Fuck. Why is this game like this? I'm so mad. I'm so mad and sad. I think I'm gonna get my titties out now. Maybe the game hates me.
Oh?
Yeah, it's possible. It's entirely possible that the game just hates me. Hold on, I need to... There we go. Okay. Run ISO. MIZZURNA Falls. Uh-oh. Okay. Thanks, OBS. That was normal. Absolutely normal behavior. Hey, which one did I save to? B?
Yes, you did.
You remembered. And I did too. We have memories that are longer than 5 minutes. Sometimes.
Yeah, she sure did say titties out, and titties are halfway out.
Titties are halfway out.
God, that's such a good fucking outfit.
I
God
like it.
damn it.
It's good.
It's very Valcore.
It is. This is the
I'm
most
about to act out.
This is the most Val outfit that I have. Okay, so I have to... Oh, right, I have to stand here and fucking wait. That's what I have to do. Okay, we'll do that. No more titty.
Today has been a podcast stream, huh?
Yep, it sure fucking has been. Okay, so Winona calls, and then I have to go to the police department, and then I have to...
Stay away from the hospital
stay
and
away
wait
from
for
the
another call.
hospital. Right. Great. Today's good. I love that I started the stream with not much to talk about, and then I somehow managed to squeeze out stuff to talk about, and the game's like, talk about more bullshit. And I don't have more bullshit to talk about. What can I talk about? Hey, what's your favorite food, Val?
God, let's see, probably taco?
Tacos are pretty fucking good. Tacos are pretty fucking dope.
Yeah. I don't know. God, there's a lot of shit that I like. I like sushi, I like tacos, I like
Sushi
burgers.
Sushi is also incredibly good. I don't think I have a favorite. No, I do. It's ramen. No, it's pierogies. Fried pierogi good, and it's like the best food that you could ever eat.
My mom's soups.
My mom makes really good meatloaf. That's pretty good food.
Yeah. Anything my mom makes is just like, mwah.
We teleported. I'm just gonna wait here. This is how we shave off time. This is how we speedrun MIZZURNA Falls.
Hell yeah.
Wait right outside the police station, which is not a thing we're allowed to do with the hospital, unfortunately. Because
Unfortunately.
the game can just fucking bug out and not do the thing. I wonder how... I've practically played this game twice at this point. Why did that not pop? Oh! There she go.
I fucking love Katsudon too.
Katsudon? Is that like udon made of cat?
No, it's like pork cutlet.
Oh, yeah, I knew what it was. I was testing you.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm so smart. Whoa!
I saw that.
Oh, they don't expect me to get here this early, do they? They don't expect me to get here immediately. I hope that didn't fuck anything up. Okay, hi, Cohen. Oh, yeah, you're supposed to... Okay. Alright. So rude. There we go. I think we're actually a little bit later than we were last time, because Cohen walked through the middle of the scene before. Why don't I just talk to Mary Lou now?
Okay, try that.
I don't think this walkthrough.
Oh, wait.
I don't think this walkthrough. I have to come back here and talk to Morgan anyway, right?
Wait, cause the Mary
Oh.
Sue tells you about Matthew. I mean more about Mel after the
Yeah.
drugs.
So I guess she doesn't talk about this yet. So let's talk to Cohen, and then we have to spend more time.
Wait
waiting.
some more.
I really wish there was a way for me to talk to people faster. Oh, this is pretty fast, actually. If I just mash circle and X. Or maybe it just seems faster because Matthew mainly says one-word sentences. Oh. I appreciate Matthew's commitment to brevity. It's very
Brevity is good.
Yeah. Brevity is good, especially if you're thinking about making a 9-hour YouTube video essay. Don't do it, actually. Just make it a series. Just make it a series of videos. That way, your content is easily consumable, and you have content lined up for like a month. And you don't have to worry. You know?
And you don't have an upload schedule of one video every 6 fucking months.
Yep, exactly. You can upload, like, you could, hell, you know what you could do? You could upload a video every week if you do it that way. Wouldn't that be wild? Huh? Instead of talking about every single Resident Evil game in one single video, let's talk about one Resident Evil game per video. Crazy.
Yay.
Crazy concept. I don't think video essayists these days have heard of this. But you
Last
can
time
do-
you filled up gas on your core.
Yeah, whatever.
You're right. Who needs it?
Who gives a shit? Ah, fuck it. I'm bored. I might as well push buttons. Y'all don't need to see this, though. We can stay zoomed. Unless something funny happens. I wonder if there'll be two character models inside of each other again.
That'll be rad.
Fuck. You can hear me crash, can't you?
Yeah, I can.
They are here. Look. Watch. Right next to the gas pumps.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Isn't that good video gaming?
Amazing.
Incredible. Revolutionary. Best game ever made. Fuck.
I am inclined to agree.
If you guys can't see me crash, then I'm not really crashing. This game's not one of a kind. Deadly Premonition exists. Deadly Premonition is just this. But in slightly higher fidelity.
Deadly Premonition exists because of this.
It does. It absolutely does.
MIZZURNA Falls walked, so Deadly Premonition
No.
could run.
MIZZURNA Falls ran so Deadly Premonition could walk.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. God, I really do want to play Deadly Premonition on stream at some point, but not the second one. Cause like, I had a whole LP of it on my YouTube channel, and that's gone now because I didn't like old voice.
Holy shit, I just realized I don't remember what your old voice sounds like.
Yeah, nobody.
That's good,
should.
I guess.
Though, I mean, my most popular video ever has old voice, so like, it's whatever. It's not hard to find, but you know, whatever.
I've been considering trying to change my voice, but it's hard.
Your voice is good, though. I mean, really, the only way I figured out how to change my voice was fucking doing live dubs.
What are live dubs?
That's like what we do with Ace Attorney, where we like voice all the characters. And then I did a live dub, I guess, of Shadowrun Dragonfall, and voiced Glory, and I was like, oh, voicing Glory is very gender. And then I evolved. I became who I am.
I want to be Glory.
I also want to be Glory. Ooh.
I think your model oh, never mind.
No, it froze because I was sipping, and I sipped so hard that my headphones almost fell right off my head. Which means I need to adjust them. Which means I can't hear Val for a second. Which is very dangerous.
Very, very dangerous.
Oh, no,
I
wait,
could
can't
say
hear you. My headphones are loud
the
enough.
worst thing. Damn it. Penis.
Hey, I heard that. There we go. Now I can sip without.
You remember? I just remember during one of the Wayne fucking Among Us streams where fucking Bob is like penis, penis,
Fuck.
penis, penis, and then kills him, and then
I
when he's like,
went to penis.
I went to penis.
That's such a fucking good moment. I wish they would play Among Us again.
Yeah, me too.
Those are fun
Maybe they
streams.
will since it's getting like a big update.
Yeah, hopefully. That'd be fun. Now that Joshy's back, they could do Joshy and Among Us. Joshy can play Among Us. But I guess Joshy died, huh?
I guess so.
But like they clearly have the voice again, right? Like, just his physical body died.
But
So-
he's back.
So Joshy is just a ghost now? Or maybe they have to defeat Creed to get Joshy back for real. They have to get revenge. Can't believe they hired an actual fucking professional Sylvester Stallone impersonator for that fucking stream.
He seemed like he had a good time.
He seemed like, I don't know. It's really hard to read him because, like, at the end, I'm not sure if that was scripted or not. Like him
Oh, I don't
literally
remember what
flipping-
happened at the
He
end.
flips the table.
Oh,
And I'm like, that's a moment that doesn't seem 100% scripted. Wayne seems shocked, and Kami was like, Kami was gonna do something, and Wayne's like, no, Kami, it's okay. And I'm like, was that meant to happen? Or... I don't know. It's a mystery to me. But, like, he was on Twitter retweeting clips of the stream and stuff, so... He must not have actually been mad, right? Oh, I just remember that I can't be in my car and answer the phone at the same time. We're getting
you
back
should
there.
do a save state.
I will do this. I did this. I'll do another one just for safety. It's hard to tell because nothing pops up when I press the button. Oh yeah, no, I know that bit. Like, Scorpion's literally credited as the Creed handler in the credits. I just have to wonder if, like, Creed flipping the table... Oh, maybe that's... Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe Scorpion told him to flip the table. And Wayne had no idea. That could be... Yeah, that could be possible. You're right. Okay. And we drive to hospital, and then we drive to sheriff station, and then we drive to high school, and then we're caught up again, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's good. How many events are left in this day?
Give me one moment.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I can't. I asked Val to count something. That's gonna take her a while. She's gonna be gone for like an hour now.
I needed Raven to help me because I don't know how to count past
Oh.
10.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
And yeah, and Raven told me it was 15.
Shut up.
No, there's like I swear to God, there's like little like 15 little like bolded text things. There's a portion of the day when you are actually in the birthday party for Barbara. There is like a lot of back and forth between the hospital and like
Oh, what the fuck?
other places. Yeah, it's like hospital, cemetery, hospital, high school, hospital.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to talk to Samuel before I leave. Talk to Slimebag. MIZZURNA Falls doesn't make me awful. It just... maybe it does. Maybe I'm being possessed by Bob while I play MIZZURNA Falls. Maybe I'm evil Luka. I just had an idea.
Oh no.
I just had an idea.
Hey, can I do fan art of evil Luca?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know the kind of art that I do, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you need reference?
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
No, Nap, I'm making a reference to Twin Peaks.
Wow, you haven't talked about Twin Peaks
Yeah,
all this time.
I figure the background and the tattoo on my stomach is probably enough reference for now. No, like Bob is like the villain of Twin Peaks, and his name is an acronym, and it's short for Beware of Bob. That's true. But that has given me an idea.
Also, who's George?
I don't know who George is. George is a character from Deadly Premonition. He's the bad guy in that. Spoilers. Well, he's not the bad guy, he's a bad guy. Yeah, it's not a wound tattoo. It's mostly on my tummy. Yeah, it's like it's the symbol of Owl Cave from Twin Peaks. And the log lady has part of it tattooed on her, not on her tummy. I think it's on the back of her neck or on her hand or something. Oh no, I think Major Briggs has it on his neck. Oh, Cohen's still here? I really hope Mel isn't at the fucking farm workers' lodgings. And Morgan just has not bothered to check. Because he's like, nobody would be that stupid. Because that would make me really mad at Morgan.
Mel is just like, that fucking sheriff is an idiot. He wouldn't think to check here.
Exactly. And Mel would be right. Like, fuck. Morgan does seem like a bad cop.
Bad as in, like, bad at his job?
Yeah, bad as in bad at his job, which is the only good kind of cop, really.
Yeah, like Gumshoe.
Yeah, exactly.
Or, Dewey. Or... Dewey?
Yeah, Dewey.
Yeah, Dewey.
The only kind of cop is the kind of cop that is so bad at their job that they can't contribute to the systemic oppression of every citizen of a country, which is a cop's job. That is a cop's job.
In case you need it.
So if a cop is bad at their job, then they're actually good. You get me?
Yeah.
Winona is not here. Oh, I beat her here.
Nice.
Hey. We've seen all this before. I wish I could just skip entire fucking conversations. That would be so nice.
No, in this game, it would glitch the fuck out if you
It
tried to listen.
absolutely fucking would. Maybe that's why sometimes the game glitches out without us being aware of why. Except me just like mashing through conversations faster than the game wants me to. I don't know, because like, I think starting the conversation would be the flag, not like stuff in the middle, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Wait.
So, Haynes Diner.
I had to do a save state real quick, just for safety. Because you never know. It's always on on one of these roads. Like, entering or leaving downtown is always a fucking crapshoot. Okay, we do it. Oh, it is Haynes Diner. It's not Heinz Diner. Huh. Have you seen Mel? I have no idea where he could be. Come on, I think of all people you would know. I'm looking for him myself, honest. It's just... Oh, jeez, he's such an idiot, and he's trying to drag me down with him. How long has Mel been doing drugs? I need you to trust me on this. I never heard anything about Mel having this epoch, or whatever it's called. If he has been doing drugs, he must have started really recently.
What about the robbery?
You never told me anything about buying drugs, just they need a lot of cash.
Anyway, I bet anything that Mel would try to get in touch with you.
I hope so.
I have a feeling Lorraine's going to try something today.
Okay. What now?
Gonna fucking kill Mel. I hope so. You go to St. Peter Church just to like,
right, to talk to the dickhead.
yeah.
Right, okay.
Yes, he says some fucked up like couple of lines.
Okay. I'm excited to see this so I can feel even less bad that he got decked at the bar the other night.
Uncomfortable.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
Yeah.
So, like, just genuinely reprehensible shit, huh?
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. I love it.
Yeah.
Alright. It's weird that he says fucked up shit, and then the game tries to make him sympathetic by having him get punched out in front of the bar. Maybe they're not trying to make him sympathetic. Maybe they were like, oh, look at this idiot getting
Punch all
punched.
priests.
All priests are bastards. That's what that Lies of P screenshot means. Fuck, I can talk about that. There's
About
a game.
what?
There's a game coming out called Lies of P.
Oh yeah, that looks.
And it's a action RPG Souls-like. Get this, based on the original story of Pinocchio. Is this what everybody wants? Everybody wants a Souls-like about Pinocchio?
Nobody fucking asked for this, but you know what?
But you know,
I'll take it because it looks. It looks good.
I'm interested.
Yeah, the aesthetic is. It's very Bloodborne in its aesthetic.
Yeah, it is. Honestly, if you give me a game with a premise that ridiculous, I'm gonna be interested.
It's unbelievable. That girl doing drugs. It's crazy. Am Aunt Kathy doing drugs? I know, but we can't live in denial. She truly was a sinful child. She was...
Okay. So...
Yeah, that's all. That's all he
it?
says. Yeah.
Why did we have to see that?
I don't know. Even the guide is like, that was worth the drive. Not. I'll see myself out. So why did you make us come
Why did
here?
you make us come here, man? You're the guide. You're gonna cut that and make us not do it, or make it blue. Is it a vital flag for a different event somewhere else?
Who knows? It's not even blue. Anyway, head to the hospital after 3 p.m.
Oh, I have time to get there. I have some amount of time to... What did...
Well, you won't if you keep crashing.
What did I crash into there?
My dick.
Hey! We've had enough dick talk on the stream today.
Have we?
I think so. We've talked a lot about dick and head and tits. You know, weirdly, we haven't talked about piss on this stream, which is odd for my stream. I just want to make it clear, I'm not into piss. I talk about piss a lot on my stream. I just want to make it clear, I'm not into piss. It's not for me.
Yeah, it's kind of weird considering that you said your piss arouses people, though.
Listen, that's just what toxoplasmosis does.
Uh-huh.
That's literally what it does.
Yeah?
Toxoplasmosis makes the scent of cat pee arouse people who have toxoplasmosis, so they are more likely to take care of their cat, I guess. Shut up, Nep! This isn't a matter of somebody saying that they're not into feet. Alright? Because people who say they're not into feet are definitely into feet.
Did you just say you were not into feet?
No, I didn't say that I wasn't into feet.
You just said it. You literally just said it.
No, I didn't. I just said,
Yeah, the words just came out of your mouth.
no, feet are hot sometimes, but like, what the fuck ever. But I said, like, but I was saying, like, people who insist that they are not into feet are definitely into feet. You know? Shut the fuck up, Nep. You're not gonna corn cob me. I am uncorn cobbable. Go talk to Barbara? In her room?
Yeah. Okay. So, talk to James either in the lobby or his office. Then head upstairs to see Barbara. We did buy those cigarettes, right?
Yeah, I distinctly remember that. Because it was a whole fucking process.
Epoch, huh? Yeah, it's unbelievable. So after everything, I'm always doing drugs. I don't know. In her diary, she said that she didn't want to rely on something like that. I'm sure she never actually took it. Her diary, huh? What else did she write? She wrote that Kathy said she needed it. Oh, right. If she was talking about Epoch, then that means that Kathy was trying to get some. But what would she need it for? Probably to escape from reality. Perhaps she thought she could get some relief by using it. But the issue is where she got the Epoch from. It had to be Mel, right? If that's the case, where did Mel get it from? I don't... Listen, I think Emma is still alive. What if she's being held captive by these Epoch dealers? Who could have given Emma Epoch? Him, that bald guy!
Yeah? Nope.
I'm so fucking suspicious of this guy.
Yeah, so am I. He's a remember what Samuel said about this fucking guy? That he was a former pharmacology specialist?
Yeah, but also him asking about Emma's diary if there was
It's super
something else
sus.
written in it. It was like, kind of like, oh, maybe he was afraid that there will be something about him there. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, my controller briefly disconnected, so I have to do something. Oh no! Have a good sweep, Cookie. MIZZURNA's not gonna fall tonight, I don't think. We're only on day 4.
Have a good night, Cookie. Waking up early sucks.
Waking up early does suck. I have to wake up early tomorrow, again. I might have a short day at work tomorrow, at the very least, which will be nice.
Hell yeah. Alright, let's see.
Here, happy birthday.
So you went with cigarettes after all? Grandma!
It's alright, I didn't just bring cigarettes.
Right, cigarettes are the price of entry. Oh, for goodness sake. Leaving already? I think I'll stop by one more time before I go home. I see. Take care. Alright, bye. Excuse me, Matthew. I'm just going to the cemetery for a bit. Okay. Why'd you
I
tell
have
me
to
that?
say, I love your crone voice.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's with her?
It's the anniversary of her parents' passing.
I see. It was a car accident, wasn't it?
Living, it's all making it through the tough stuff. I wanted to tell that to Emma, too.
To Emma.
That girl was interested in the oddest things, like what's gonna happen to me after I die. And she was fascinated by things that happened years and years ago.
You mean the incident,
What is this voice?
who is this voice? Why am I in this scene now? You mean the incident 40 years ago?
You know about that.
No,
Has it really been 40 years?
So what happened then? 40 years ago? I don't mind if you don't want to talk about it.
Could you go home now? I'm a little tired.
If you want me to go, I'll go.
Thanks for the cigarettes.
Well, that was weird.
Matthew, I don't know why Emma took an interest in what happened 40 years ago, but it's painful for me to talk about. Ask Liz if you want to know about it.
Thank you. Get some good rest.
Alright.
Well, you know where Liz went.
Go to the cemetery. That's why she told me where she was going. Because the game wanted me to know where she was going. And what are characters in this game if not puppets for the writers? That's what I think about every character in every video game, if I'm being honest. Like, all characters in video games are like little puppets that the writers want you to like empathize with. And that also give you directions to play the game. Oh, so this is pathologic. Yeah, this has been pathologic all along, actually. I mean, pathologic is making commentary about the fact that, like, that this is just what video games are. Like, every character in pathologic being a puppet is commentary on video games, not just itself.
That's a weird little interesting game.
It is, and I want to stream the original, the first one, which is just.
It's also
It's also fucking hard.
yeah, it's obtuse as fuck.
Yeah. Matthew. Wait. Do they have the Bachelor and Changeling in Pathologic 2 yet? They can't. Do they?
Are these your parents' graves?
Yes, today's the anniversary.
I see.
Time flies. It's been 10 years since Mom and Dad died in that car crash.
It must be hard.
It was hard back then, but I'm okay now. You have to forget about your pain in order to go on living. Matthew, do you believe in life after death?
No, I don't. I think that once you die, that's it. What about you?
Atheist Matthew moments. I don't believe in it either, but I think Emma did. She was fascinated in the afterlife and the mysteries of the universe.
I wonder what made her so interested in things like that.
Life is hard. It's natural to want to escape. I was the same. But actually, living life is the important thing, not whether or not God exists. After all, once you're dead, that's it. So you'd better live every day to the fullest.
You're right.
Well then, Matthew, I'll be off now. Wait, you didn't tell me about the incident.
Check the grave.
Huh? There's a scrap of paper on the floor. Looks like a phone number.
Oh, who the fuck is this? Let me write this down and leave room for me to write whose phone number it is. Is that Liz's phone number?
I think so.
Should I call it?
Yes. No, go back to the hospital.
Fuck.
To Barbara's room. Yeah,
God
I know.
Damn it. Why?
Because the almighty guide says so.
Ugh. The guide knows best, except when it doesn't. At least the cemetery is close to the hospital.
That's true.
And we should probably take another break after this scene, so we can then so we can finish the stream with us finishing the rest of the day. Oh, hi, James.
Talk to Liz in Barbara's room.
Oh, she came back?
Apparently.
Alright. Then what the fuck was the point of her going to the cemetery?
To talk about life and death.
To visit her parents' grave, which she couldn't have possibly done on her way home from the hospital? Considering it's literally right next door?
What's this incident 40 years ago that Emma was so interested in?
What did Grandma say?
She said to ask you.
I see. There was a murder in this town 40 years ago. Plot is happening. Finally.
A murder?
Grandma's little sister was killed.
I see. Why would Emma be interested in something like that?
It was a very unusual case. The murderer killed his victim as part of a satanic ritual.
Oh.
Oh! Emma wanted to know what kind of person the murderer was.
Who was the murderer?
I heard he killed himself in the forest. If you want to know more, you can look at the old newspapers from back then by using the computer in the library. It happened on December 31st.
Oh.
We're gonna come to December 31st at some point, aren't we?
Uh-huh.
Got it.
Alright, so I should go to the library then.
Yeah, high school library.
Are we gonna have to go back to the hospital after that?
You know it.
Motherfucker.
Check the computer on the right to do some research on the incident.
We gotta check out the microfiche. Remember when that used to be a thing?
The what?
The microfiche. You know in movies when like characters go to the library to investigate things and there's like those little
the slides?
The slides of like the newspapers and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a microfiche. I know things sometimes. Uh-oh. I don't know why it's called a microfiche, but it is. Is it microfiche? Microfiche? Oh, yeah.
I feel like I know the name of this, but like in Spanish.
Probably.
Yeah. Just doesn't come to mind right now. But I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's not something... I guess you do still see it in movies these days, but like, why... It's like... At this point now, like, they're completely irrelevant, because like, newspapers are on the internet. They've all, like, most of them have been transferred to sites that fulfill the role of a microfiche, but, they've sort of become, like, movie shorthand for, like, investigating something old, I guess.
Yeah, it makes for a nice scene, I think.
Yeah.
It's more engaging than I guess me having the character look at a computer screen.
Your phone and being like,
Yeah.
oh, here's the newspaper article I found in 5 seconds. Because the internet exists. Oh. Hello?
I can look at newspapers from 40 years ago with this. I'll also put the date, and here it is. On December 31st, 40 years ago, a young man living in the church by the name Cougar murdered someone. Cougar, aged 24, attempted to perform the death journey ritual, once carried out by the indigenous peoples of the area using Barbara's 18-year-old sister as a sacrifice. Cougar killed the girl and attempted to revive her as part of the ritual. However, the girl wasn't able to be resuscitated. By dying once and coming back, one could gain eternal life. Cougar used the girl as a guinea pig in his lust to obtain eternal life for himself. In the end, Cougar was hunted down to the forest where he took his own life, hoping that he would be resurrected as part of the ritual.
Okay. Huh.
Alright.
Eternal life. I should ask James about the ritual.
God damn it.
Huh.
I wonder why I go to the hospital next.
You gotta talk to Barbara.
What?
Yeah.
Not James?
You talk to James in his office after.
Oh, God.
You can probably do that out of order, but like the
Yeah.
guy says talk to Barbara and then talk to James. I wonder if James is Cougar.
Okay, so here's my theory. I reckon... Oh, you know, there's another person in this town named after Aminal, right?
Wolf.
Wolf. So I wonder if there's any relation between the two? Though Isabella talked about his brother dying a couple years ago, which doesn't seem to line up with this incident happening 40 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So maybe James is Cougar? But Cougar was 24 back then, so it would need to be somebody who's like 64. And I don't know if You know what? We can check. I don't know if the town has that many, like, old folks hanging around. Let's see. Hudson is 29. Steve is 45. Yeah, Steve would have been 5 at the time. I don't think he's a serial killer. Like a murderer. Robert would have been 4. Samuel wasn't born. James wasn't born. Cohen was 15. Yeah. Oh. Dennis would have been 17. Wolf would have been 16. Barbara was 26 at the time, which makes sense. What if it's Father Barton? Or Catman Nas. Cougar. Oh, it's a separate it's a separate character. Well, that kind of eliminates the mystery, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nep, are you Cougar? I'm sure you'll be a cougar someday. Oh, no, wait, you're a dog girl. You can't be a cougar. That's my job, isn't it?
Yeah, you're the cat lady.
Fuck.
One day I will be a crazy old goat just roaming around in the hills in the countryside, terrorizing people.
Eating tin cans.
Eating tin cans, yeah.
Do you know about the murder that happened in this town 40 years ago? Yes, I know of it. Why was Emma so interested in that incident? Was she? That's news to me. Still, if Emma knew about the case, I'm not shocked she took an interest in it. The ritual that Cougar performed is the same one that's shown in the cave painting, right? Yes, he used a young girl to perform the Death Journey ritual. What the hell is this about performing the Death Journey ritual to gain eternal life? It seems he believed that those who succeed at the Death Journey ritual are granted eternal life for completing such a dangerous journey. That's insane. Yes, well, eternal life might be stretching it, but apparently some have lived for 400 years or more. 400 years? That can't be right. You're as stubborn as ever when it comes to these things. It doesn't make any logical sense. I can't believe Cougar honestly believed that. No matter how much humans attempt to apply logic to things, we still have a tendency to believe in things beyond the realms of science or common sense. I wonder if Emma believed in the ritual too. That's what I think.
Okay. Alright, hey, let's take a break actually. I really do have to make piss.
I need to stretch my leggies.
Go stretch your leggies. I will go make piss, and we'll be back. Y'all sit tight. Can I just never talk about piss again without there being a perception that I'm into piss? Is piss truly off the menu? Oh, there we go. Maybe Val couldn't hear me that whole time. Piss is off the menu. That's a phrase that I just said. I hate that I said that. Is Val not back? Val die? No. I think Val die. I have removed piss from my bully and chat menu. Good. What's in stream suggestions? What did y'all post in there? Oh. Yep, I will consider it. Though, like, I'll be honest. We have so many stream guests at this point that I don't want to overload that channel. Because at some point, I will make enough people stream guests that I don't have viewers anymore. And every single viewer is also doubles as a stream guest. Which is like, I don't know, that might be a fun way to handle streams if I'm being honest. We'll see. Are we listening to Mellow right now? I think we are. Hard to tell because my fucking tuna is not telling me. I really don't want to have to edit every single fucking title for Two Mellow's music. I could do that tonight. Whatever. That's a good, tedious job to do. Is Val, like... Val died. The Val stretched her legs and then they fell off. Oh.
I am back. I heard that last bit. No, I was making a sandwich and a margarita.
Oh! Val getting crunk.
A little.
Little crunk.
I had a day and I just wanna
Listen, you need a drink.
get crunk.
You need a little drinky.
Yeah.
It's
I need
alright.
a little drinky.
We all need a drink some days. Alright. Too Mellow, go away now. Back to the smooth sounds of MIZZURNA Falls.
Hell yeah.
Without my controller. Oh, I have to. Oh, no, it's working. Okay, cool. Wish my controller was
Go
so
talk to
finicky.
Barbie.
Go talk to Barb. What's my mom's name?
Borbs.
It's my mom's name, except her name's weird. It's like not Barbara, it's just Barbara.
She says some interesting things.
Does she?
Yeah.
Are they
I'm
actually
interested in
interesting,
this.
or is the guide saying that they're interesting?
The guy talks about what it
Okay.
is. I'm just not telling you, obviously.
Okay, no spoiler. So you heard about Cougar? Yeah. Don't look so glum. It happened 40 years ago, after all. What kind of person was Cougar? He was an acquaintance of the priest from back then. He lived at the church and helped out there. The priest was Barton's father. I see.
Yeah.
Cougar was very quiet and introverted, but otherwise he was a normal person. But deep inside was something none of us could ever understand. He used my sister as a test subject to investigate the ritual, to prove the existence of a divine force. Matthew, I don't give a damn if there's a divine force or not. We can't get so caught up on the supernatural that we lose track of reality. Our lives here on Earth are all we have. Yeah. But you know, Emma just couldn't understand that. Guess what she said? If there's no divine force out there, then how can there be a me to want to see it?
Huh?
What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? This is this is a teenager trying to be philosophical and just saying nonsense instead.
I remember being a teenager and trying to be philosophical.
Yeah, so do I. This is exactly what this is.
It didn't go well.
No, because unfortunately we are dumb as bricks and have always been dumb as bricks.
It didn't go well, and I almost turned into an incel.
Oh, yeah, that would do it. That would certainly do it. Poor child.
The newspaper said that Cougar killed himself.
Yes, in the end, hunted into a corner, he chose to perform the ritual on himself and took his own life. I hated him for killing my sister, for killing himself without paying for his crime. But ever since he died, the church has been very good to me.
It almost sounds like the church was the one trying to atone for Cougar's crime.
Yes, the church was very helpful with the murder investigation. In the end, they even worked with the military in investigating the ritual.
The military were involved too?
Fuck.
It was... What the fuck? That's fucking weird. Why would they get involved? Is that why Cohen's here? It was too much for the sheriff back then to handle. This is only a small town, after all. Wouldn't they call in the FBI?
The feds, right?
Then, yeah. Like, they wouldn't call the fucking military. They'd call in
Like-
they'd call in Special Agent Dale Cooper, and he would solve the fucking case.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's probably why the thing, you know, the show you like. I'm already
So,
drunk.
Actually, Special Agent Dale Cooper comes to Twin Peaks because I explained this in the first MIZZURNA Falls stream, I think.
Yeah.
There's two victims in Twin Peaks. There's Laura Palmer, who is murdered, and there's Ronette Pulaski, who survived the encounter. And in the process of her, because she was missing for a bit, and in the process of the police finding her, she crossed the border from Canada to the United States, which makes it a federal crime, not just a local crime. The FBI has to come in, and Special Agent Dale Cooper came in because the case was similar to other cases that he had investigated in the past. With there was a murder of a woman named Teresa Banks, and that murder had similarities to the Laura Palmer murder. So basically, 1-to-1 exactly why Special Agent Francis York Morgan went to Greenvale and investigated the deadly premonition stuff. 1-to-1.
Okay.
Exactly that. What do I do next, by the way?
Diner.
Okay. Do I have to come back to the hospital at all?
Let me see. Nope, not at all. That's the last time we went to the hospital.
Thank fucking God. So we did learn some interesting stuff there.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Cougar? I wonder if... Now, Cougar tried to do a ritual on himself to give himself eternal life, right? I wonder if his body dying doesn't mean that his spirit left. And I wonder if there's the possibility that Cougar may have possessed somebody.
Maybe. Oh,
And-
okay. It says, try to enter the diner and the blonde-haired guy in the yellow jacket will emerge and chase him and catch him. So you
What?
gotta be ready for that.
Oh, fucking hell. Like, I wonder if Cougar is possessing Father Barton, because there was, like, a connection there, you know?
He's very sus.
He's very sus, right? And it did say that, like, the church was very helpful after Barbara's sister was murdered, right? It's like maybe they helped out of, like, a sense, like, Father Barton helped out of a sense of guilt or something. Maybe, like, Father Barton literally is, like, Leland Palmer in this fucking game. Oh, do I just have to... He's not getting in a car?
He just says chase him.
Ooh.
Chase him and catch him.
Okay, well... Got a moment? What the hell do you want? I ain't got nothing to say to you. You... Shit. Oh, I see. Oh. How do I... catch him?
I don't know. It just says chase him and catch him. After arguing, you'll enter a battle.
Oh. Wait. There we go. Hey, you're the one who was with Mel at the farm workers housing. You're the one who followed me. You know where Mel is, don't you? Shut up. I still owe you one for what you did. I'm about to fight you again, motherfucker? Haven't you learned your fucking
On the
lesson?
middle of the street.
I'll kick you right in the dick. Remember this move? This is how I took you out last time.
Ow. Oh god! Can we actually get run over here?
That will be hilarious.
Ow! Fuck! Oh god, Matthew's dead! Ow! Fuck! Hey cop! Hey cop! Do you not see what's happening out here? It's rough
Oh,
out
man.
here.
The cops in this fucking city,
They
this fucking
suck.
town suck.
Did that person just emerge from the bushes?
Yeah.
Hey, where's Mel? I don't know. He just asked me to give a message to Lorraine, that's all. Message? What message? Fine, I guess I'll just have to bring you to Morgan. I'm waiting at the Lakeside Motel. The Lakeside, is that it? Yeah, ask Lorraine if you want to know more. Alright. What? There?
Oh, I get the guide says that like the game will helpfully show you a picture of the Lakeside Motel. So I guess that's what was supposed to happen there.
Hey, Val?
What's up? Hello?
I think the game may have frozen.
Oh.
Oh. So I tried to... Where am I going now? It's 1:43. Where am I going? This was after the high school. We're going to the diner, right? Wait, are we?
Fuck. High school diner, yes. God damn it. Okay.
Talk to Lorraine. Got through all that hospital shit again, huh?
Yeah.
This fucking game.
On flaps though.
At least this track is still a bop. I need to add this to the stream playlist, I think. It's really fucking good.
Can you find it?
Probably.
I hope so.
It might be hard, actually, now that I think about it. Okay, diner. Church.
Yes.
Okay. And then hospital?
Yes. After 3 p.m.
Right. And then we go to cemetery, and then we go to hospital, and then we go to library, and then we go to hospital, and then we go to diner.
Correct.
Okay. I love how I'm memorizing this game. That is brain space that is just gonna be in my brain for the rest of my life, and I'm not gonna remember like my first child's first words or name.
I found the song on YouTube.
Okay, that's a good sign. Then that'll probably be on the site where I get all of my video game music soundtrack stuff then. KH Insider, the best place to get video game soundtracks piecemeal. Without having to download an entire video from YouTube and edit the audio individually. Fuck.
I should have remembered. I should have known. At some point, I
What?
should have been like, "What? What?"
What? Oh. So we didn't get the full scene before, huh? I see.
I guess so. God, this fucking guy. Oh God.
I don't like this man.
I love that mercy mode that Charles has.
It's very good. And then this is... So maybe we got here too late?
Maybe.
But, like, I feel like... we got here at the exact same time. And the scene just didn't play for some reason?
This game.
This fucking game. I mean, thank God the game crashed. I guess. So we can see the full context for that scene. And understand, even better, Father Barton is a piece of shit. Fuck that guy.
He sure is. Yeah. Hey, you should do a save and try not to press the wrong button.
I will do that when we hit the hospital. Because that seems reasonable to do to me. I hate that guy.
Me too.
That guy's the worst. And like the fucked up thing is that I know there are people in the world who actually believe that sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
Like 110%, right? Like this is just pulling from reality. And that makes me more mad because I fucking hate those people too.
Oh, I'm sure I have people like that in my family.
Yeah. I probably don't. I hope not. Jesus Christ. Sorry. That... saying Jesus Christ is probably a bit... appropriate to what we were talking about. Oh. Don't pop up in the middle of the street. I might run you over. Oh, worm. Oh, worm. Hey, Val, guess what?
What's up?
I made this entire trip without crashing once. Fuck. That doesn't count. It didn't make the sound.
It's true.
Oh, I should wait. Nah, I can go in right now. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Oh, Barbara is in her room.
Do a save. You also gotta talk to James.
Yeah, I'm doing that now. Hey, thank you, Ritsuka6, for the follow. I hope you are a person and not a robot.
Sure do. Thank you anyway.
I think the robots are mostly gone.
As a reminder, if you don't have your 2FA, you should not be able to talk in the chat.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that. For a day, I think. I can't remember.
For a day.
Actually, I can't remember how long I set it for. If you want to talk in chat sooner, you can enable two-factor authentication. If you can. I mean, I understand Not everybody might have a cell phone. Oh. Am I early? What? What?
Oh?
What? Huh? Is it because I fucking entered the hospital? I entered the...
You should have learned. You should know this shit by now.
I never learned my fucking lesson.
No, you do not. I mean, you are a cat. You
Yeah.
cannot train them.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. I walked in at 3 o'clock. So that means Barbara should be activated.
Activate.
Activate
barb.
Barbara. Okay, James. Hey, we're gonna talk again. Blah 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 blah. So everybody epoch. Blah 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 blah.
Blah 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 blah.
A lot of nonsense about a drug that doesn't exist.
It has to be like
Based on something.
LSD or MDMA, some shit like that.
Well, Val, do I have a funny story for you? In Deadly
Okay.
Premonition, there are red seeds, and that's like, the indication for Francis York Morgan that the murders he's been investigating are connected to the one in Deadly Premonition. And guess what? You can turn those red seeds into drugs.
What? Oh, drug.
So Swery also ripped that off from this fucking game. Hey,
Awesome. Great. Good. Pretty good. Pretty nice. Maybe wait till like 3:15 or something. I don't know.
this fucking game. Is there something we missed? We went to the diner, we went to the church, and then we went to the hospital. We talked to James. And that's all we should have to do?
Yeah.
Um... Um...
Oh, honey.
I would love some eggy toast in this trying time. There we go!
There you
Oh
go.
my god! Oh, I was so scared. I was so scared that we'd have to fucking restart again.
Raven, you just had a sandwich.
Okay, well, when you put it like that, nope, I don't want the eggs.
Oh, I'll take them.
There is always room for egg. This is true, Val. Do you not know this yet?
Yeah.
Have you not learned this in
mean,
life?
He sure does know how to put eggs wherever.
Hey, what?
What?
Hey, what does that even mean?
Don't worry about it.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Don't worry about it.
Is Raven the Easter Bunny?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Are you, Redknapp, are you sure that dogs don't lay eggs? Hello, sir? I think dogs might lay eggs.
I mean, no, I'm not gonna. No.
Raven's a dog.
Yeah, he is. And that's not what I was gonna say. Don't worry about it. I gotta keep it under under a certain level on your stream.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna be honest. I have no fucking
Uh-huh.
idea. I have no fucking idea what you were even going to say. It's like I'm genuinely in the dark.
Have you heard of oviposition?
No. I don't know what you're talking about.
What am I talking about?
I don't know. Check grave, get phone number. That we don't. I don't.
Oh
need to
no,
do,
Nip!
I don't need to do this. I have it.
Why did Nip choke?
Because
Totally
we're,
not because of something I said.
because we're funny, Val. That's why.
Yeah, we made her laugh.
Because we are so fucking funny, and this is the best stream ever. Even if it's constantly scuffed. Okay. Hospital.
Talk to Liz.
Talk to Liz. Talk to... Oh... My brain just stopped working because I realized how hungry I'm getting. Do you ever have that happen where you just like... You feel the tummy rumblies and you go, oh, everything else that's going on in my brain has stopped.
Yeah, that's why I just ate a grilled cheese sandwich and then an ice cream sandwich. And also a margarita.
Margaritas aren't food.
No, but they go well with food.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
Oh right, the margarita. That's why I'm talking so much nonsense.
Right, Val Crunk. Okay, and then we have to go to the library. Fucking god damn it. Then we go to the hospital again, and then I will save immediately outside of the diner.
Yeah. Luca's not going to say for the egg, but I'll do it.
No. Wrong. Incorrect. You're not allowed to do this on my stream. It's okay, Napa. I'll go back and clip it.
I am sad.
I feel like that is very clippable. That will be the clip I post after stream. Actually, the one about me crashing is also really good. I hate thinking about clips during the stream where the clips are happening. I need to stop that. Because it is never conducive to a good stream to always be thinking about what makes for a good clippable moment. You know?
Yeah.
Because a good clippable moment happens naturally, not because you're thinking of making a clippable moment.
If you think about good clickable moment, you're not going to have clip moment.
Wait, don't we go to the sheriff's station and then the library, or did we do that already? Oh, we did that
No, no,
already.
no. You go. Yeah, you go to library, and then back to hospital.
Sheriff's station and library was earlier when we went to talk to Winona.
Yes.
I'm remembering things.
God, that's amazing. How do you do that?
I don't know. Because MIZZURNA Falls is in my brain. That's how. I remember nothing but MIZZURNA Falls.
I really like this song.
What the fuck is Old Bay? We don't have that in Canada, but like Brian David Gilbert also did a video where he made fucking Old Bay ice cream, and I don't know what the fuck Old Bay is.
I think it's a type of seasoning? Yes, it's like a southern seasoning.
We don't have a South here.
Bitch, what are you talking about? You live in Canadian Texas.
Uh-huh. I do. Yeah, that's true. Like, generally speaking, we're just called the North. You know? We're the true North, strong and free. Oh, Canada? You know... Of course you don't know this.
Oh, I guess I was wrong about it being southern. Although I don't even know where the fuck Maryland is, geographically.
Where's Baltimore? Is Maryland a state?
In Maryland.
Maryland's a state, right?
I don't know states.
I know Washington. And I know Montana. That's the one. Never mind. And then there's Maine. That's a state, right? That's Stephen King's favorite state.
Maryland is the bottom? Damn.
Maryland is at the bottom of the north of the east coast of the USA. What does that mean? Oh, that's where all the tiny states are, right? Like Rhode Island and Maine and New York. New York. And Jersey. Is Jersey a state? Yes. It is. I decided this. Wait, I'm not coming here to talk to Barbara, am I?
Yes, you are. But you also have to talk to James.
Fuck!
It's okay. Just talk to Barbara. She's already up here.
Okay. 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 Barbara, hi. Tell me about your sister getting murdered. It was super cool, right? Like the coolest time of your life, actually, and you super love the guy that did it because your sister sucked? I understand. Can't relate, but I understand. Oh yeah, then Emma said some fucking, or Emma or Kathy or someone said some nonsense that Val and I do not understand.
Yeah, yeah.
If there is no divine force, then
Trying to get philosophical.
I can't even fucking remember what she said because it was so fucking nonsense. Hi, Samuel. I don't... Motherfucker. He was right there. Hi, asshole. If there's no divine force, then why did my Beyblades move left when I asked them to? Do you still play with Beyblades, Nep?
You mean you don't?
No, I play with ball and stick.
Hey.
Fuck.
God damn it. Why did I not see that one coming? How did I not see that one fucking coming? I'm so fucking mad. Oh, Val's dead. Val's actually dying now.
You should do a save.
You're right.
You're objectively correct. I should do this. Did Raven have to remind you to remind me to save?
No, he wants me to do an ad quote because he's doing a dungeon right now, but he's on an unskippable cutscene right now, so he can't do
I
it.
see. Oh, okay. Hi, cop. Okay, I'm gonna save. Hey, asshole. Which one did you forget to add? Was there one for earlier that you just... Okay, now I'm definitely gonna fight him in the fucking street. This is off the menu, god damn it. I hate that one. I was hoping that one flew completely under the radar, if I'm being entirely honest.
You know what's cool though is like the game reads where you stop him,
right?
and the fight is there instead of having like a pre.
It's
render
actually
place.
genuinely impressive.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Ow! Motherfucker. Oh. Get fucked, idiot! Though this being in the middle of downtown does mean that the frame rate is slightly worse than it would be otherwise. Ow. I like how me ducking dodges a kick to the shins.
That's true. Neb said MIZZURNA Games is either an amazing game or the worst game. There's no middle ground.
This is true. This is accurate. Wow, he brought me down to half health. I'm getting better at the fighting in this fucking game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did it show you the motel before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It
I
froze
thought it
here.
just got blank. Okay. So the guy says the blonde guy also tells Matthew to ask Lorraine for more info, but don't bother because it's not in the script. If you go to the diner, she'll just ask you what you want to order.
Oh, okay.
So go to St. Peter's Church.
What?
To the church.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you know
Bartram
what?
will tell you about the incident 40 years ago.
Let's do a save real quick.
Fair enough.
That is hard progress now.
Yeah.
Locked in. So tell me more about the incident 40 years ago, huh?
Yeah, and you're doing good time because, like, after the church, you go to the gas station, and then there is an event that's an 8 at the Lakeside Motel.
Okay. So then we have 3 hours until the next actual like event.
Yeah.
All right. Do I hear FF14 in the background? It would be wild if I could hear Raven playing FF14 in the background.
You shouldn't be able to because he has headphones on and
Okay, then that's definitely not what I heard.
yeah.
Maybe I was hearing me. I don't know.
He's doing Castrum.
Ooh! Wait, he's not very far at all, is he?
What? No, we're together in like the post Stormblood shit. The thing is that there's an event right now where you farm Mogul tombstones for like some items, and like Praetorium and
Oh.
Castrum give you the most.
Yeah, of course they do. See that? You know why they do events like that? Because they're duties that nobody fucking wants to do, but they're necessary.
Yeah, but
they're necessary for a Realm Reborn progress.
yeah, because
Wait.
otherwise, who the fuck is gonna help the sprouts?
Wait.
Uh-oh.
What time? Is there a time on the church thing?
No, it says talk to Barton about the incident from 40 years ago. Barton will say that Cougar blah 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 blah. Huh.
I'm gonna leave and then come back in. Because that did fix the Barbara scripting. The Barbara scripting.
You saved when you were still by the diner, right?
Like I saved as I was leaving.
Why don't you try going into the diner anyway and talk to Lorraine? Even if she doesn't say anything important, maybe
Yeah,
it'll still...
maybe the scripting is necessary.
Yeah. That's all I can think of, to be honest.
Fucking hell. I really hope the Father Barton thing isn't important. Whoa.
Whoa, hey!
Different nighttime diner music. Okay. Done.
I kind of like it too.
Yeah, this is really good. Diner music rocks. Alright. Now we drive to Father Barton's pad and burn the church down, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I like how
think
you
I'd
can-
be fine with burning a church down.
Yeah.
That'd be okay. I'd probably do it for free.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
I like how you can, like, for a brief moment see like the character models, like their art, or in like inside of the diner, or
Yeah.
like what the place you just left.
It's kinda... I was gonna say janky, but no, it's incredibly good, and they did it on purpose. You almost died at the church once? What the fuck, Nep? Sounds fucked up. Did they try to sacrifice you? That's what they do at church, right?
That's what they do in cults.
Well, what's the difference?
Haha! None.
I've
One
literally
is just morally accepted.
I've literally talked on the stream about how I was sitting in a mass once and then went, hey, this is kind of like a cult, isn't it? And then I became an agnostic.
Fuck, like going like churches in Latin America are
Oh
kind
god.
of like,
Yeah, I
it's-
imagine they're so much worse than they are here.
huh?
Hey, do you want to see something, maybe? They don't have anything to show them, huh?
Maybe I'll just wait outside until
So-
5:30.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm actually early to this stuff. It's entirely possible.
The paragraph just says, talk to Barton about the incident from 40 years ago. Barton will say, I'm not going to read that part. He says he doesn't want to talk about it. Matthew asks if Caddy knew about the incident. He says some more stuff, and then talk to the nun near the door.
Oh. Okay. Nep, it's fucking wild that you did 8 backflips. Good job. Even if you did almost die. That's dope. Good job. That is more backflips than I have ever done in my life. With or without almost dying. Alright. I'm gonna wait until 6. We have time to kill. Oh, wait. We have to go to the gas station, don't we? We have that save state. Whatever. I can afford to maybe be a bit experimental. So we're waiting for half an hour. What's up? Do I have snacks? No, I don't. Oh, there's cookies upstairs. I don't want to go upstairs, though. I want cookies, though. Cookies are good.
Cookie's good.
Cookies good. They're homemade too, so they're really good. Nep, I cannot allow you to have cookies. They are mine. I'm sorry. I am not a sharer. Hey, that Ritsuka account does seem like it's a real person. I just had to check because I was curious. Welcome. Sorry for thinking you were a robot, but you can never be too careful these days.
This is true. That's honestly one of the main reasons why I stopped streaming. Oh, and the fact that I have to set the whole fucking OBS thing.
I'm gonna have to help with that at some point.
Yeah, and I'm not telling you when.
Great! Cool.
One day the mood will strike and I'm gonna be like, I should ask Luka how to do this.
One day we'll be in the middle of a stream and you'll be like, hey, can you help me set up OBS? And I'll have to I'll have to take an hour-long deviation from my stream to explain to everybody ever how to set up OBS.
Oh, did it do that last time you walked in?
Yeah, I did that last time. I also thought the same thing.
Oh, okay. What the fuck, dude? Let me see.
Okay, let's go to the gas station. If you stream it,
We
you can
talked
clip it
to-
and never have to do it again. That's true.
We talked to Winona, we went to the diner, we talked to Lorraine, we went to the church,
We did
we
everything.
went to the hospital, yeah. Talked to Barbara, talked to James, went to the cemetery, talked to
We even
Luce,
went-
we grabbed the note.
We even went to Father Barton to get the extra dialogue from before. Also, that was
Yeah,
a lot of
that's-
crashing there. I was so proud of
You went to
myself.
the-
I was so proud of myself before, and then I just got stuck on nothing for like a solid minute.
That was painful to watch.
I don't know what I was stuck on. Like, the geometry in this game fucking sucks.
Talked to Liz, went to the high school computer, back to the hospital, talked to Barbara, talked to James, went to the diner, you fought the dude. Yeah.
We did everything. So
Unless there really is like a time on that event that you have to like talk to him at like fucking 7 or something. I don't know. It just doesn't have a time on the
Why is this walkthrough
guide.
fucking useless except when it isn't?
Is this the only walkthrough that exists?
It's the only one that I trust. Because they went through the
Fair
effort of
enough.
putting like the phone numbers and like a map and like all that shit. Also, I think it is the only guide that exists on GameFAQs anyway. So where am I going?
To
The gas station.
Yes.
My brain
That's
just
what I
completely-
said.
My brain completely turned off and I went into autopilot.
Mine too, fuck. You gotta head inside and talk to Winona.
God damn it. Okay. Why do I have to talk to that girl so much?
Isn't she like Matthew's girlfriend or some shit?
I think they're like best friends or something. I don't fucking know. I don't care about his personal life.
The thing is, he fills her in on the cougar and the rituals, so like, I wonder if that'll still play out if you haven't talked to Father Barton.
Fuck.
I know, right?
Well, what information have we gotten out of Father Barton that we wouldn't have gotten from anybody else? Is the information that we get from him, like, important?
I think the more important information is from the nun. Ugh. Are you gonna end the stream here?
Stream's over.
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna have to do an off-stream playthrough of the day, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
At what point do I actually say that this game is more trouble than it's worth? Like, at what point do I actively acknowledge that as the truth?
Maybe next day.
Yeah,
Oh,
you know
no.
what? If we get another absolute nightmare of a stream, then yeah, maybe that would be the point where we go, you know what? This is not worth it.
It was a good run.
Yeah. You know what? Hey, at the very least, this is a pretty fucking dope stream, though.
Good content. Good
We-
fun,
we
actually.
made-
It's
we
more
made
fun
good
than
content.
whatever.
Yeah, you know what? That's the thing. The fucking thing about these streams is that I think we have a lot of fun on them, and I don't want to, like, just say, oh yeah, MIZZURNA Falls is over, because we have a lot of fun on these streams.
Yeah. I generally have a lot of fun in these
Yeah.
streams.
So, like, even if it's a nightmare to stream, we gotta see it through to the end, I think. It's a lot
Yeah.
of fucking work, though. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Anyway. Am I back tomorrow? Oh, I am back tomorrow, aren't I? We're doing Ace Attorney tomorrow.
Yeah, you do an Ace Attorney tomorrow with the Lukami. Tomorrow is the
The-
Lukami day.
Tomorrow's a very special Lukami stream, because we're gonna
Big
properly
fat
finish Spirit of Justice. It's gonna be over. It's gonna be done, and then we'll have no more mainline Ace Attorney games, and I will never see my daughter again. Any of them.
Is there gonna be any more Lukami streams after you're done with all the like Ace Attorney stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I have
Good.
ideas.
Good. That's good. I'm glad to hear.
There are other mystery investigation games for us to play. And I will leave it at that.
Nice.
Because
Nice.
there's one in particular that is cursed.
Oh. Oh no.
Uh-huh.
That's
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
fun.
Maybe I'll con Mina into playing Darkseid with me.
I don't know what that is, but
Look, Lucas says actually did the thing. That's nice. That's
Oh.
nice.
Oh.
It actually kind of gave the game away a little bit there.
Oh right. I did say I was gonna like wanna watch those to see if it makes me get over my
Yeah.
fear and hatred.
Yeah. Mina,
Yeah.
I think Mina would love to do Dark Seed with me. I'm also gonna do. I think Mina and I are gonna do, Legend of the Mystical Ninja on the Super Nintendo.
Ooh.
Cause that'll be fun. That's the game that came before Mystical Ninja, and it's like a co-op beat 'em up type beat. And that would be fun. Anyway,
Anyway.
I think that's it. Is that it? Is that all?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
been. Listen, it's been over 4 hours, and you need to have something in your tummy.
I do. This is true.
Get some eggs in your tummy.
We'll continue MIZZURNA Falls on Friday. No matter what.
Will we?
anybody- No matter how anybody tries to convince me otherwise, we will continue to play MIZZURNA Falls.
Oh joy!
No matter how much the game tries to convince me to give up, I will continue. I will persist. I am Hillary Clinton.
What?
Isn't it that like a rallying call of like, libs?
I
Yet-
don't.
and yet she persisted. Something like that.
I don't know.
I think that might be a Game of Thrones reference that they're trying to put on Hillary Clinton, which they love to do.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey, net wording.
put matter inside of you.
I can do that.
Shut up. That one was really quick. Alright. I love you all. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or night. And as always, a good sleep.
Good sleep, y'all.